8 people watching us do nothing.
Oh, I might have
Not
fixed
even
it.
listening.
I think I fixed it.
of mine.
I think I fixed
Hey.
it.
Okay.
I think I fixed it.
Maybe people
Can-
can hear us now.
That's right. Wait the 30 seconds and.
Right. Yeah, we'll wait and see if it picks us up. Are you hearing us?
Hey.
Yeah, there we are.
So what was that?
Ooh, solid.
Make sure the filters are still right. Okay, filters are good. Yeah, so we should be good. Okay.
All right, thanks for sticking around, anybody who's still here.
Yeah, thanks for sticking
After
around
not being
while
able to
our,
hear us this whole time.
Yeah.
Do you want to recap what we just did?
Yeah, to start over.
Second recap.
We
Part 2.
are a band of human adventurers who
Re-recap.
typically run a chaotic campaign on Sundays, but this Sunday and last Sunday we've been running a 2-shot, which is a creepy sort of horror Halloween type murder mansion mystery. And oh wow, alliteration.
Amazing.
Typically, Jordan is here
Doesn't even have to
DMing,
try.
but
Yeah.
this past 2 weeks it's been me because Jordan has been a little under the weather, and he will be back next week so that we can start the next chapter of our campaign. I'm talking so fast, I'm so sorry. He will be back next week so we can start the next chapter of our campaign, Shadows of Zathras, which we all play in, except Ray. But Ray will be in chat.
Oh, I'll be in chat.
Always.
And we're really excited to get started with that next week. But for now, we have been messing with this skull puzzle from last week. Last week, all of these beautiful adventurers you see before you found their way into this creepy haunted house. It's a manor that stands on the edge of town, hoping to help this mother that they met find her son. Unfortunately, the mother has since then disappeared with a blood-curdling shriek. And there have been hints that her son may have had some interesting parentage. They have also been venturing through a number of different rooms. They found a library in which books were thrown at them. They found a stairwell that they were unable to climb except the druid. And when she got to the top, she was blasted back by the door.
The door was like, nope.
They've experienced a number of different fear effects. Most recently, they went into a dining room, found a puzzle, it looked like, that was a number of skulls placed on place settings around the dining room table. And after that, they decided to proceed along, still thinking about the skull puzzle, which they don't appear to have solved yet, into a different room in the house. They found what appears to be a master bedroom and are now just starting this fight with a creepy something, a water elemental of some sort, they can assume, that is coming out of this stagnant water in the bathtub. I have only just had them roll initiative, and I actually don't know what the rolls are yet because we found out that our audio wasn't working right after they'd rolled. So you are now caught up.
Here we go. We're all on the same page.
Everybody take a deep breath.
And yeah,
And here we go.
and we're ready to get started. So everyone but Ryken just rolled initiative. Go ahead and give me your numbers 25 to 20. Anybody? You are very low level.
19. Oh wait, I have a modifier, don't I?
19 is not within 25 to 20.
Sorry, 21 then.
So,
I was
Yeah.
correct, it just wasn't tracking the modifier.
Alrighty, 20 to 15. Anybody? 15 to 10.
13?
Okay. Ooh, okay. 10 to 5.
Yikes.
Oh,
6.
okay. Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, no.
And
5 to 1.
4.
Okay. Poor Zalia.
Is this water just brown that's attacking us? Because that's
Gross.
It is gross. Yes. It's definitely tainted in some way. Alright. So far, Ryken scored a hit on it, but it failed to do so to him. It's going to try again. At the top of the turn order.
Oh no.
No,
And this time roll lower.
Oh no.
Impressive.
tracks.
But it will also strike out against Adira since she is now closer as well.
Dun dun dun.
Adira does a 16 versus your AC hit you.
Jenny does that hit me. That barely hits.
That
Yes.
barely hits me,
Okay, it will do that damage.
but it does.
Just barley.
What if we all
All
die?
right,
before
that
getting out?
is 10 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
That'd be horrifying.
And you are grappled.
Oh
What
no.
does that mean?
That means that it has wound itself around you, constricting you to it.
That's not good.
You are
Oh,
still
no.
able to attack it, but on your turn you'll be able to make an athletics check to potentially break out.
Okay, great.
Alrighty. Riken, it is your turn. What you doing?
I guess I'm going to hit it with my mace somewhere that is not grappling Adira.
As you wish, roll that attack.
Punch that water.
I will punch the water. Watch me. 22.
Alright, that hits. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Got him.
Super
hits.
Yeah.
Max damage!
Max damage, boy.
How dare you take my friend?
10 damage.
Yes.
Solid.
Nadira.
Alright, my dears. Trav, it is your turn.
Okay, so Trab, I'm looking and seeing this weird water creature.
Weird water creature. Interesting. Interesting. Choice of words.
Going to cast Firebolt
Okay. Cast that.
on water and see if we can boil water.
Mm.
Alright, what do I need?
Kill all the bacteria.
Spell attack.
Good call.
Ooh, that was gross. 9.
Does not hit.
Nah.
You have any bonus actions?
I do not have any useful ones. So no.
Alright, Adira.
Okay.
You are grappled, so you will be able to make that athletics check to escape.
Okay. 18.
That is high enough.
Nice.
Alright.
What?
Just like get out of there.
Very
and then
nice. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to hit it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Wait, what is it that I'm?
You are adding your dexterity modifier to that hit.
No,
Oh,
because
right.
she was higher than that with the attack bonus. It's like
It's
plus.
that and her proficiency, which
Yeah.
at level 3 your proficiency should be 2.
Yeah. It was like 5 or something like
Proficiency's
that. Plus 5.
It should be
Plus
plus
It says
5.
it on the weapon how much she's supposed to add in D&D Beyond. Like it says it on the front page.
Jenny will show that to her.
I've actually never
Thanks to
used.
the mobile app.
I haven't used
The
any of the
mobile
weapons.
app. Here you go. So what are you attacking with?
The short sword.
Short swords. Yeah. So it's plus 5 to hit.
Okay.
Okay, so 11.
11 does not hit, but you have 2 rapiers, so go ahead and roll that again.
Oh gosh, that's even worse.
It's a nat 1.
Oh no!
no.
With a nat 1, you are
Oh,
going to hit
no.
Riken. Roll damage.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
It's payback.
Revenge!
Yeah,
He hit you last
How do
session.
do I roll for that?
Your damage is going to be a d6, so go ahead and roll the cube.
Trav will remember to stay away so that.
Are you dead?
1.
One.
Good job.
Nice.
Min damage.
No, but plus 3, so 4.
So 4.
Still min
You take
damage.
2 damage.
Okay.
Evan
My
would
bad.
have these on it when it's from your allies, assuming that they sort of pull back.
Right.
Would you pull
Trying
back?
not to hit you, but failing.
Would you pull back or would you follow through?
Oh, I would pull out. I would pull out.
No, this is all revenge.
Okay. I
All
deserve
right.
that. Tit for tat.
Okay, Belfon, it is your turn.
Okay.
Use your bonus action
Oh
to
my.
get out of that grapple.
Okay, so she's out of the grapple now.
She is.
Okay, then I want to cast a thunder wave.
Okay.
So I'm gonna place it right behind my allies so that it only hits the water monster.
Okay.
So it needs to make a con save.
Gotcha. It crits.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
So the
Never mind.
Still roll that damage.
It's a very elusive water.
So that'll be 5 damage
okay.
on it.
What
But
type of
it
damage is
also let's see. Okay, so it's not pushed back. It's thunder damage.
that? Nice. Okay.
Thunder damage.
Do you have any bonus actions?
No.
Okay. Dahlia, it is your turn.
Yup. I would like to cast What? This room is so small, though.
It is small.
It's too small for me to cast minor illusion, probably.
You can cast minor illusion.
And create a duplicate of myself, right? Or is that not the same thing?
You very much can create a duplicate of yourself. You are thinking of mirror image,
Oh.
but
I think I have that too. I do have that, so don't
use
worry.
mirror image in
I
that
have mirror
case.
image. I've never used this.
This is going to be her.
It says I create 3 illusory duplicates of myself.
3. Okay. In that case,
That's why I was wondering if there was room.
find
Fair.
2 others that look somewhat like her. That'll be one of them. And do I have another? That'll work. All right.
Because the other things would probably kill us all.
Alright.
Those duplicates all need to be placed somewhere, so go ahead and stick those in the 3 empty
Yeah.
spaces.
Oh man.
It is
Wow.
crowded.
I wonder if I should just use these little dice so that they stand out
We
more.
could put some rubber
You certainly
bands on
can.
them
Here,
if we
I
want
will
to.
actually give you
What, rubber bandos?
these guys.
Yeah, let's
Beyond.
use these because
There we
I
go.
think they're gonna be it's too hard to
They're
see.
too similar. They're too similar, yeah.
You're actually right there.
Audience, I apologize. I do not paint my miniatures because I am not good at it, and I like to have them match. I have way too many to start painting them now. So, if anyone wants to come paint my miniatures, maybe.
So that's all I'm gonna do on my turn. I guess technically, while that's going on, after I do that, I'm gonna be documenting things about the monster.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. That brings it back to the monster, and it is going to try to grab a deer again. Oh, rude. But it will fail.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, that's only a
Fool
10
me
to hit you.
once.
So,
Grapple me once.
and it will try again for Riken.
Oh no.
And miss as well. All right.
Oh yeah.
Solid. You guys are wailing on it. It's distracted. Riken, it is your turn.
Since it's water, can I move through it?
No, you cannot.
Can I swim through it?
This water is rushing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hit it again.
Okay.
Yep. Want to hit it?
You are welcome to do so.
That's it. Only 12.
That does not hit. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Bonus actions?
I don't have bonus actions. No. I'm just gonna shield up. Yes.
All right. Shield up. Adira, Trab, it is your turn.
So looking at the creature ahead of us, Trab will cast Fairy Fire
Nice.
upon it.
Okay.
It is a 13.
Nice. 13 what?
Dex.
It will make that.
Dang it!
With a 15.
Down. Volley comments.
Volley counts.
Anything else? Bonus actions?
Nope.
Okay.
We're in water,
I'm
so
gonna
I don't want to
attack you.
electrocute us.
All right. Whack it again.
Oh my gosh, I'm rolling really poorly. Yeah, that's a 7, so that's what I missed.
Does not hit.
Does she have advantage now that it... Oh no, it's not fairy fire.
Nope.
No, it's not. I was trying to get around it, but
I'll try this one.
Could I do
Oh my gosh.
find it?
9. Try this one next time.
Okay,
Let's
does
try
not
that
hit.
one next time.
Sneak.
I do have
I'm
mirror
sorry,
image
you can
myself as
use
well.
your bonus action for another attack though because you dual wield.
That's true. I'm absolutely gonna do that.
Do it.
Ooh.
Told ya.
Yup. 24.
That will
Oh,
hit,
and
very much
it's
so.
a crit because it's a 19 and
Oh,
her
yeah.
class
Ooh.
crits on 19s.
Nice, it is.
So, yes.
Okay. Oh, you took the champion. Okay, sorry.
Yes, I did. And you rolled d6.
The champion archetype does crit on 19s. Eventually they crit on
So
18s.
max damage plus max damage. That's 12 plus
Wow.
modifier 15.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah,
Is that how you do
That's good.
crits?
it is how you
Max
crit.
damage plus the roll plus the modifier. Okay.
Yep, cool. Jordan and I figured that out and we were like, 20s! Okay, that is going to make it Belfon's turn.
Oh, it is.
Let's see if
Okay.
you roll just as well.
All right. I'll try. Oof. I'm gonna try another thunder wave on it. Am I? Though? Is that what I'm gonna do?
Oh shit.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do a thunder wave. I'm gonna save that spell slot.
I would say Sympathies is a great day to use Shillelagh.
Yeah.
Shillelagh.
Heck yeah.
Well, I don't know if you can get close enough. Shillelagh's
No, I
near-
might not be able to. It's pretty crowded in there.
That it is. It is a very small room.
No, you try to get behind it.
I was gonna try to get behind it. So I was asking if I could swim.
What
through
about
it.
the mirror image? Can I step into the mirror image?
You can, but it will disappear.
Bum, bum.
Okay. Whose turn is next?
Zalia's next.
Okay. Zalia, is Zalia right in front of me?
I'm
Zalia
in the
is
corner.
back.
I'm right here, and then like the 3 little
You're in the
cubes
back.
are also me.
Who's right in front of me? Is that you?
Directly in front of you
Yes.
is, yes, Travelar.
Traveler. Okay.
Galahad.
Yeah, no. Sorry, guys. I don't know this class very well.
Same.
Alright, take your time.
Same. What are you trying to do?
Let's try some poison spray
Poison
on this
spray.
mofo.
Okay.
Alright, so it needs to do a con save.
Okay. 13 plus 1, 14.
Oh, it's gonna succeed. And it looks like you don't get half damage or anything like that with this ability, so that's
Sometimes.
pretty much that.
Bonus actions?
Poof! Nothing.
Nothing.
Alright, cool.
It does look like as you spray this poison at it, it absorbs it
Okay.
without.
So it doesn't like, or it does like poison damage. Alright, cool.
Alright. That's gonna make it Zalia's turn.
I'd like to move one of my mirror images behind the thing to try and take its focus off of hitting Adira and Riken.
Okay.
I think that can I do that? Because it doesn't like
You
need
can.
to move.
And it will be stepping into the bathtub at that point.
Cool. I'm just gonna
Oh.
get in the
It is
bathtub.
gross.
Getting in the bathtub. My
Alright.
my illusion.
Your mirror image steps into the bathtub and starts trying to distract this water elemental. You are able to notice that as you're focusing on moving this image into the bathtub, this does seem tied to the bathtub somehow.
Okay.
All right, and that is going to make it its turn. It is going to attract that mirror
Destroy
image
the
that just moved
Okay.
past it as best it can with a 15 to hit.
Duplicate's AC equals 10 plus my dex mod. Oh my goodness.
That is going to hit because you do not have a 20 in dex, my friend.
Yep.
All right.
They're not on the same page.
What do you need to roll to see if it... Or, well, no, it's aiming for a duplicate.
Right, it's aiming for
So-
a duplicate. There's things to roll if it's aiming at me.
Yes, it is going to deal 17 damage to that duplicate.
I'm assuming that just kills it.
Your duplicate is going to vanish, depending on how much HP it has. Yes.
It doesn't give me an HP.
Yeah,
I think it's just.
Yeah.
I think
It's
it's
their
just to protect myself. Like it hits that and it's just gone.
All right, your duplicate disappears,
That's okay.
but that's its turn. So, Riken.
Does anyone else see that it's tied to the bathtub? Or is it just.
Being that you and Adira are so close, you both probably can see.
What's the bathtub made of?
Steel.
Oh,
Oof.
well,
Ooh.
I'm getting electrocuted.
I can electrocute it too. What? And that's just a solid wall right behind it?
It is, yes, a stone wall. What do you think about it?
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay. Is that a bonus action?
No. But I'm gonna try to do a super slick back roll off of a deer's back and end up on the other side.
You can move through allies.
Got you.
So
Oh.
if you want to get into the bathtub, you can.
I don't want to get into the bathroom.
That
Does
is
it take
where
up the
you will
whole
be.
wall?
It
If
is
you
large.
want to,
It does
Okay.
take up the
can.
middle section of those two
Can
doors.
I try?
Go for a swim.
Can I?
What
Is
could
there a
go
way that I can
wrong?
stand on the edge of the tub, as to not get in it? Stand on the.
Okay.
Yeah,
edges
you
of
can
the
make
bathtub?
an acrobatics check to
Oh,
try and
yeah, I'll
balance
do
on
that.
that bathtub.
I'll do that. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make that acrobatics check. That's a 9.
Hey now.
Oh,
let's
no.
do acrobatics check.
Oh wait, I got guidance though.
Ah, okay,
Because
all right.
it'll
Roll that
help with a
d4.
9.
Roll that d4.
And that's a 4, so 13.
Good.
Oh, nice,
That's
That'll
better.
do it.
That's
Okay,
better.
sweet.
You manage to balance on the edge of this bathtub. Go ahead and, if you don't mind, Jen, moving him into the space beside Adira. Yeah. You are balancing on the edge of this bathtub, and that is going to be your turn. Trab.
All right. So Trab, seeing the weird balancing act, is going to. I can also. Yeah, I'll move. Yeah,
Okay.
and they are going to cast chromatic orb.
Ooh. Alright.
Um,
That is a spell attack, is it not?
I am pretty sure. Yes.
Go ahead and roll it.
What are the odds of maybe
19 plus
That'll hit, my
something.
dude.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I choose what type it is. Okay, cool. I do ice, so that's a 3d8.
Okay. That's a lot of damage, my friend.
At least at this level. Oh wow!
Nice.
Hey!
So
Very
18.
nice.
Okay.
Jeez.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
So how does this thing? It's a big old 4-inch diameter sphere of energy. Okay,
Yeah.
so channeling this energy in front of myself, I then, looking at the creature, cast it forwards as it forms into ice. Take a look at you. Does that mace still work?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, it does.
Take a
Just,
swing. All right.
just bap it.
You cast, and as the orb enters the square of this creature, it just immediately starts splintering into ice. You bring your mace down hard on it, and it shatters. Actually, all of the water in the bathtub is also going to turn to ice, and it will break off of the bathtub and
Is it clean now?
fall onto the floor. It is not.
Oh.
So gross. I'm not attacking you. All right. Solid. What are you guys doing?
All right. What do we see in the room now? Now that we're not being attacked.
Now that you're not being attacked, Riken, you see everything that you saw before. Everyone else who has just entered the bathroom, you are able to see that there is a chest of drawers with a small wash basin on the top of it that looks like it might have been used to wash one's face, brush one's teeth. You also see a vanity that has one drawer and a chair that has been broken and is lying in the water on the floor. And then there is also this bathtub that is now full of disgusting but frozen water.
Oh.
Just take my shield and start scooping the little ice cubes out of the bathtub to see if there's like something that was making that
It is
possessed.
frozen solid.
Oh, okay, okay.
You could step on it.
don't
I could melt it for you.
I'm surprised that I made it up here.
Oh,
Okay,
don't do that.
not very dexterous.
If we melt it, then we'll just have the pool of nasty water again. So
That's true.
I'd say let's not do that.
It doesn't look like there's a way out in here, so
I'll step
you
over
might
to
want
the
to keep
vanity.
looking.
Yeah, so the vanity Riken had opened earlier, and you were able to see in that drawer there are a number of hairbrushes,
Oh,
as well as compacts and other things that a lady might use to get ready.
Looking at them, do I see any like inscriptions or anything weird about them?
They seem pretty normal. Looks like they haven't been touched in a long, long time.
I'll pocket one of them.
I'm gonna hop down off the tub and go and hit the chest of drawers with my mace.
Okay. It breaks
Okay.
immediately.
Okay.
It is so soggy
Mm.
and full of water that when you hit it, it just gives and collapses.
Is there anything interesting in the rubble?
No, there are a number of bits of moth-eaten clothing. It looks like these were mostly handkerchiefs, neckties, accessory-type clothes.
Sorry. Every piece of furniture I touch ends up attacking me some way. So I'm just gonna hit.
That's true.
Just gonna hit it
Times.
from now on.
The trauma
That's
is settling
so
in.
bad.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else?
Can I make my way out into that room?
Into the bedroom?
Yeah, into the bedroom.
Yeah, sure.
Make my way out into the bedroom. There were like drawers and things, right?
There was. In the bedroom, there is a bed. There are twin end tables on either side of the bed, the same way that you saw in the guest room. There is no chest at the foot of the bed. However, there is a large chest of drawers that is more like almost an armoire. You also see on the opposite side of the room, if you will make a perception check for me.
I will. I will do that.
We'll see what you see.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Um, 5.
On the other side of the room, you see what looks like a crib
A crib.
that would have been prepared for a baby.
Aw.
Hmm.
I walk over to it and
Sure. It looks untouched. It is in contrast with everything in the rest of the room in that way.
Strange.
What did you find over there?
just looks like a crib. It's like
If you would roll me another perception check when you get over there.
sure. Oh my
Closer to the
6.
DC is a lot lower. You are able to see hidden behind the crib, leaned up against the wall, is another picture, a portrait, which looks about the same size as the one in the dining room.
Bum, 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 bum.
There's a painting back here, guys.
Oh, what does it look like?
Can I like move the crib out of the way and
Yes, you can.
grab it?
As you do, you're able to see that this is a portrait of the full moon.
Ooh.
What could it mean?
Interesting.
Whatever could it mean?
But
For those of you who were here earlier when we were utterly silent, they had started to talk about the potential for the skull puzzle being related to the phases of the moon. So,
It's
Looks like a painting of the full moon. Looks like
then
Similar to the one that was in there before. Or the other may have been a new moon.
well, we could take it back to that room, and maybe if we put them back up the way we think they should be, maybe something will happen,
Let's give
Or
it a
not.
try.
that's a good idea.
or nothing will happen, and we're stuck in this house for longer.
Let's leave this room.
Oh, you don't. It's such a lovely room,
I
though.
don't wanna- on the way out, I want to glance towards the bed. You said it was like blood stained.
it is very much so.
Can I
It-
see like puncture wounds or like signs of struggle from the bed just like by walking out of the room?
It doesn't look like there are many signs of struggle.
Okay.
But as you look at the bed, you notice that the blood doesn't start until about halfway down the bed. And there are a number of extra linens that appear to have been added.
Oh.
I see. I don't like this room.
All right.
And a crib for a child.
Yeah.
Well, let's head back to the dining room and see what we can do.
Something sad happened here.
How large is this moon painting thing?
It's about the same size as the other one. They are each probably 2 feet by 2 feet.
Oh, okay. So quite small.
Not big.
I'm gonna pick up the painting and
Mhm.
head back.
All right. You head back to the dining room.
As we go back in there, I'll start playing with the skulls again, putting them in the current configuration.
Okay. Nothing appears to happen.
All right.
I'm gonna put the painting on the wall where it was.
Okay. You place the painting on. Let me show you. The painting of what you're assuming to be the new moon was on this wall.
Okay.
You place that painting on this wall across from it, where it appeared there had been another painting previously. So, to recount, the painting of the new moon is off the wall, on the table. Painting of the full moon, on the wall.
I'll hang up the painting of the new moon while she's
Where it was?
hanging up the one of the full moon. Yep.
Okay, you do so. Elvan, you still feel this familiar magic as you touch the portrait.
Okay.
Nothing appears to happen.
So now they're both up on the wall.
For this, which
I'd
wall?
like to inspect the other painting, since I was able to get extra stuff from the first painting.
Okay, go ahead and roll me investigation on that painting.
Okay.
Or if you are looking specifically for the same magic, Arcana. That's high enough without
Yeah, I rolled
modifier.
a 17.
You do not feel the same kind of magic coming from this painting. In fact, it feels quite plain.
Okay.
Which wall is the new moon on again? This one? That one?
So the new moon.
That one.
So if this is the table that they are all sitting on, the full moon is on this wall. The new moon is on this wall.
Alright, so
Rotate.
yes, I want to try and rotate.
You guys are doing so great. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, okay.
Anytime.
That's what that looks like, apparently.
Nothing seems to be happening.
man.
What if we flip all of these with all of these?
It's the same.
You can go ahead and move whatever you like.
It's the same.
Well, no,
Well,
because
I
they
don't-
face different ways.
Oh, sure.
The
no.
greater than is facing this way.
If you think of it as where the sun is shining on it.
Did we still want these to be matching across?
Well, that
Yes.
wasn't how I had configured it.
Can you have it counting
Exactly.
up and then down? So it was like, isn't that how you did it originally?
Well,
no,
she had just put them
I
in
had
order
just
before.
put them in order of the phases. Back up.
Before.
So, the new moon and the full moon. Oh, don't let me turn the picture without. Okay.
Waning crescent.
Crescent, half moon, waning moon. Yeah, that's about what I would expect.
Elvan, give me a raw wisdom roll.
Okay. Raw wisdom.
So just that wisdom roll.
Oof. 11.
With an 11, you feel as though you are getting close, but are not quite there.
Okay. I can sense the energy. I feel like we're getting closer. It's getting stronger.
Something is still not right about those skulls.
Are we saying they're facing the way they are, not like facing like this?
Feels a bit better.
It feels a bit better.
So I was just doing that so I could read them all.
Well, I'm just kind of throwing shit at the wall at this point, but I'm just messing around with the skulls to see how the energy feels to me.
It felt better the last way you had it. That doesn't appear to be the issue, though.
Okay, the direction it's in isn't the issue. Alright.
Waning versus waxing. Let's see.
It's possible that these should be opposite. That I'm misinterpreting which is supposed to be a half moon or which is supposed to be waning and which is supposed to be waxing.
All right. With that, you feel a shift in the room.
Oh snap.
Zalia, you also feel it, as does Trab. You're going to have to roll me Arcana if you want to feel it.
Oh, I want to feel it.
Let me feel the room.
Because your magic
I
is
don't have
divine.
feelings.
It's a 5.
You do not feel it. Your three slightly more arcanely oriented individuals will feel a shift in the room, specifically in the energy that is coming from the portrait of the new moon. It is now, previously you felt more of a passive energy coming from it. There was an enchantment on it that you felt, but it was not doing anything necessarily. Now you feel it actively thrumming with arcane energy from the wall behind you.
Maybe it needs a different type of full moon.
So the full moon feels right, but the new moon doesn't.
The new moon is where the energy is coming from. Zalia earlier felt no magic on the new moon or on the full moon portrait.
And now we're feeling it on both.
You are feeling it coming from the new moon portrait, as
Okay.
you did before, but as though something has been activated.
Okay.
You are welcome
I
to
don't
go
feel
investigate
it, so I'm
if you
just
like.
still staring at it.
I'll go take a look at it.
All right, roll me that investigation.
That's a 19.
All right. As you approach, you are able to see where previously there was a moon, though a dark one, painted in this portrait. Now it looks like there is just a hole.
Oh.
Inside of this hole, it is completely dark. You are able to see a key sitting inside, almost like a wall safe.
All right. I'm gonna reach my hand inside this portrait.
Be
You are able to do
Careful.
so.
Okay. And do I feel a key?
You do.
All right.
As you remove the key, you are able to see, when you withdraw your hand, the portrait is complete again, and the moon is again present.
Okay.
The rest of you, who are still sort of around the table, are able to see the symbols change on the heads of the skulls,
Ooh,
as if
okay.
they are resetting.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, now I have a
What did
key.
you do?
There was a key hidden, so I think we solved it.
Well, I guess we can try the key on the door that's in this room. If not, we can try it on the front door.
Which door have we not tried in here?
That door. Where's my beaver? I guess.
Okay.
It is actually a pair of double doors right there.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
I
I walk into the wall.
I walk over to the double doors and put the key in.
You insert the key and it turns.
All right. Are we ready to see what's on the other side of this door?
I'm ready. An attack.
Oh.
You don't touch any.
What
I'm
attack
gonna ready.
are
I'm
you
gonna
ready?
ready. I'm gonna ready a sacred flame.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready, Sacred Flame?
And I push the doors open.
All right. Inside, you're able to see a study. Looking through those two doors, because you are able to see pretty much the entire room, you see on the opposite wall from you, there is a large fireplace with a mantle. Above the mantle, you see a very, very large portrait of the three people whose portraits you saw in the hall. It appears to be Agatha, as well as the two people you saw in the locket. She looks significantly younger, as do the two people, but they definitely appear to be adults, whereas she appears to be maybe preteens. This is an older portrait. It is not covered in dust, however. Apart from the mantle, you're able to see that there is a dais against one wall. It looks fairly untouched. Above the dais is a large mirror. It is gilt-edged and beautiful. Across from there is a sheer wall on one side with a few chairs and a table between them, and a bookshelf, which is rather tall and thin.
Okay. I'm immediately going to go back to the portrait on the wall, given our last experience with portraits. And I'm going to, be examining it, pulling it back from the wall to see if there's anything hidden behind it.
Okay, is anybody else going into the room?
I would like to go in the room.
Okay.
Same.
Follow.
I'm going last.
All right. You all walk in and go ahead and roll me investigation on that portrait.
16.
There doesn't seem to be anything strange about it. It definitely looks like it's Agatha and two people whom, at this point, you're able to assume are her parents.
Okay.
As you are touching the portrait, the fireplace flares to life, as it did in the library. You saw, Zelia, and I believe you also saw this happen?
Yeah, so the more.
The fire in the fireplace, though, does not appear to stop flaring to life. It continues. It grows until eventually it envelops the mantle and you are forced to step back.
Okay.
You hear the doors slam behind you.
Oh no.
Perfect.
Fire begins to engulf the room.
Oh no.
And
Oh no. We should have brought some of that water back here, apparently.
All right. What are you doing?
Oh, well, everything's engulfed in flames, so...
The fire is beginning to crawl up the wall.
Okay,
I'm gonna try to cast frostbite on the fire.
Okay.
I'll run the other direction and try for the
Is
doors.
that a save or is that a spell attack?
I don't think it's even gonna work because it says one creature. So if it is a creature, it is a Constitution saving throw. 13.
You reach out your hands and extend this cold arcane energy toward the fire, but it seems to almost ward it off. This fire doesn't appear to be normal fire.
Okay, so if I find some fire around the edges and I just start kind of hitting at it with I'll grab a book off the shelf and start patting at the fire to see if any of it will go out by normal means.
The book catches fire.
Oh, okay. Oh, I drop it and drop it.
Were there, when we first came in here, were there scorch marks?
Not that you can see. The fire has, at this point, engulfed that entire wall.
And is there anything that is on the wall that is not catching fire? It just seems impervious.
Oh, the portrait. Since it is that wall.
Yeah.
The portrait does not appear to be touched.
I throw my dagger at the portrait.
The dagger sticks in the portrait.
Oh, I didn't need it anyways.
Can I pull the mirror off the wall?
You can, but as you go to pull the mirror off the wall, you are able to see behind you on what you had seen was a blank wall before.
Mm-hmm.
What looked like words.
No.
What does it say?
You don't know. It's written kind of funny.
Oh no.
Kind of funny. I turn around. Can I see it not in the mirror? Do I only see it in the mirror?
You only see it in the mirror.
Can any of you read this?
You can go ahead and make me an intelligence check to try and figure out what it says. The letters look backwards.
Nat 20.
You are able to
I'm so intelligent.
Focusing after a moment, you realize that the letters are backward and immediately start sorting through them. You're able to see the message. The key is on the bookshelf.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. The bookshelf. The key is on the bookshelf. And then I'll go start shuffling through the books to try and find a key.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over and start helping.
Same.
All right, roll me investigation.
Yeah,
both of you. And I will let you do it so that you are aiding each other. If you would rather, one of you can choose to aid the other, as opposed to rolling two separate rolls.
And aiding allows for advantage, right?
Yes, that's
I
how I
roll
run it.
really
If you roll
high.
a 10 or a higher.
And I have
I will
advantage.
do it.
I have a +6 on investigation checks.
Yeah, you are gonna be
You
the
go,
one to
girl.
look at what.
You roll with
That's
advantage?
not my
Yeah.
thing at all.
That's her
All
thing.
right, roll me a
So-
sneaky crit. How high did you roll?
Oh, I did not roll.
In that case, we are
rolled
keeping
a 3.
We
You're
are
good.
keeping the first one.
I rolled a 25.
All right.
So,
Go.
With a 25, you're able to search through this bookshelf. It does take you about 5 minutes to go through
Oh no.
all of the books on every shelf without anybody else helping. Is anybody else going to help?
I was gonna help.
Yeah,
Smack
Idea,
the
go ahead
door.
and roll, see if you can aid.
Please.
I would help if there's a room.
Oh,
How big is the bookshelf?
14.
It's fairly thin, but tall.
Was it? What was the modifier again? Intelligence.
It's investigation.
Use your investigation mod.
Oh, 14.
Okay. With a 14, you are able to aid, so go ahead and roll again, see if you get higher.
18.
Total.
Yeah.
Okay. You take about 5 minutes, but you are able to sort through this bookshelf, and you find no key.
Oof.
Oh no.
Only books.
There doesn't appear to be a key.
Am I the only one who sees this in the mirror? It says the key is in the bookshelf.
I'll look in the mirror.
You look in the mirror and you see there's. Are you also looking in the mirror?
Nope, I'm going to the bookshelf.
You look in the mirror and you are also able to see on the opposite wall. It looks like carved into the wall, perhaps with a dagger. The words "the key" is on the bookshelf.
They say wait on
Is
or
there a
in?
top to the bookshelf that can be reached?
yeah.
There is a top to the bookshelf.
Since I'm like almost 7 feet tall, I'm just gonna feel around up there.
You feel around on the top of the bookshelf, and though that is creative, you find nothing. A thick coat of dust, probably some dead bugs. I will say at this point, the fire has engulfed probably about half of the room.
I will throw one of the books at the
It
fire.
is getting real warm, and some of you are having trouble breathing. Go ahead and roll me Constitution saves. I do have a timer set for this.
Oh, nat 20.
Right, you feel fine. What were you trying to do?
Just throw one of the books at the fire.
The fire consumes it.
16
Okay,
on the con save. Nat 20 for her.
nice.
What,
21.
3.
Oh!
Zalia, you begin choking.
Oh, lovely.
You are having trouble. You are no longer able to search that bookshelf. You are trying to master your own breathing again. Everyone else, what are you doing?
What is the currently? What is the bookshelf currently look like?
So you looked behind every book and under everything on the shelf.
Yes, there are a number of books on the bookshelf. Zalia sorted through them, trying to find a key in front of, beneath, on the bookshelf, somewhere around them.
I want to look at the
Could not find it.
titles of the books on the bookshelf to see if there's something that seems like it would indicate a key.
Roll me investigation.
18.
You are able to find a book. It says The Key. Down the spine.
Alright, so I pull that book off the shelf and I start flipping through it. What do I find?
As you start flipping through this book, you find that the pages of the book have been hollowed out in a section, and there is a key sitting within.
I'm taking
The
that.
key.
I'm taking that bitch straight to the door and trying to get out of this room.
All right. As you do, the others presumably follow.
Yes.
You unlock the door.
It's a nice song.
Just as probably 70% of this room is engulfed in flames. Some of you are starting to feel really uncomfortable in this room. You are able to open the door, and as you do and the key clicks in the lock, the flames disappear. The room goes dark.
Okay.
As you open the doors, you hear the scraping of stone. It is loud. It echoes. It sounds like it's coming from a different part of the house, but it almost shakes the ground. Something is moving somewhere.
Oh no.
I do when I pat out Zalia's stick.
You guys had 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on that puzzle.
Oh,
Dude.
we have 2 extra keys now, correct?
Well, we've used them both though.
You have used them both.
They were specific to certain doors.
As far as we know.
If anybody
well,
wants to
hang on
roll
to
me
it.
perception before this sound of stone scraping ends, you can try and find out where it's coming from.
What is my modifier? 17.
15?
Okay.
9.
15.
Everybody with over a 10, so everybody but Adira and Zalia, is able to tell that the scraping sound is coming from somewhere in the solarium.
Nope.
We have to. Oh no, we don't have to go through that.
Guys, there is one more room we haven't checked in the bedroom.
What if there's someone we could ask something to in there?
There's not another room we haven't checked.
I mean, I'm not expecting them to be friendly, but I have no idea how to get out of here.
Oh,
We can.
Maybe
we're
we
not
should.
in this bedroom though.
I know. I'm saying there's one more room that we haven't, that we've seen so far.
Oh, I wonder if we could find somewhere to hide and just look out for whatever's coming.
Maybe we could be very, very sneaky.
I mean, we could try to use the. Oh no, never mind. We made that hole quite large. I was
You
going to say
did
we could
make
use
that hole quite large.
the eye hole, but the eye hole is no longer an eye. Would we know who is this? Oh, actually, I'm pretty sneaky.
The scraping sound does end.
I'd like to peer my head around the corner here while sneaking and see if I see anything.
Go ahead and roll me perception.
There she goes.
Die rolls are sacred. What'd you roll?
I didn't actually
Oh,
look.
okay,
I picked it up with my foot.
No, you're good.
My
My old group used to accept all rolls, even if they fell on the floor.
15.
15, you are able to see a cloud of dust coming from this area. You see it just barely making it into the hall.
I relay that to the group quietly. I cautiously proceed towards the solarium.
Is anybody going with him?
Are we sure about this?
Nope.
Traveler, what are you doing?
Oh god, that scared me.
That would be the end of that time. Okay, you proceed toward the
When we all
solarium.
burn to death.
The do
And
guidance,
what that
guidance
sounds
on
like.
Traveler.
That's a good idea.
Sweet.
As you make your way up there.
I hold back, but I peek around the corner to watch him go.
Okay.
I peek around as well with my head just above hers.
Or like,
Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Brady Bunch. All the way up.
I am readying my reaction, which means it's already ready, right?
Yes.
So,
as you proceed, you reach the solarium. And again, you are struck by how overgrown a lot of the plants in the solarium are. This cloud of dust is beginning to settle. It does appear as though it were coming from the same place that you saw earlier, though you're unable to see all the way to the wall with all of the plants. You can venture into them if you choose.
is there a pebble or anything on the ground nearby me? Just something I can throw.
Sure, we'll say there's a piece of broken pot
Okay.
where a plant has grown out of it.
I'll throw
Toss
it on. So I am like here, right?
Terracotta. Yeah. You
And the whole thing that we saw was like here, or did I think I see is here?
The dust cloud you saw came from this area going that way, it looked like. You saw it through here.
Okay, I will throw. And how far? Like, can I see this area, or this is like super
it's all
overgrown?
overgrown.
Where does like the overgrown stop?
You are able to see clearly this.
Okay.
It looks like not many plants had been planted between this hallway and the master bedroom door. There are a few in this corner that appear to have wilted and died. But for the most part, from about here all the way around, you are unable to see.
Okay. I'm going to.
Your vision is obscured by just foliage.
Right. I'm going to throw the rock, and I want it to attempting to get it to land here.
Okay.
At the same time, I am casting minor illusion for a small halfling type creature looking halfling.
Okay. In the same spot or around
Same
where
spot,
you are?
right where I am attempting to throw the rock.
Okay. As you do that, you notice there's a shaking that sort of happens among the plants. And from... I'm going to put my laser pointer. From about right here to about right here, you hear something moving through the plants. But it is not the scraping of stone that you heard earlier. It's a scuttling noise. It does sound bigger than you. Roll perception.
I have a. Whoa. What's the guidance? It's a D4?
Yeah, D4.
That was really bad. Oofy. Okay. 8.
You see the foliage moving, but you do not see what is moving it.
Okay. And I can clearly see my illusion I made, correct? From where I am?
You can see it pretty well. It's got partial concealment, we'll say.
Does it appear like anything was... Does it appear like does it sound like whatever's going on was drawn to where I threw?
Very much so.
Okay. I will find another pebble
Okay.
and
Go
do
ahead.
the same thing, but do it just one block over.
Okay.
And
You are able to do so. This time, when you throw this, go ahead and roll me a d20 plus your dex mod.
Oh, nice. 20, not natural.
You hear it, the stone, rather than hitting the stone floor, It hits something.
Oh no.
There's a thump
Oh
as it hits something, and you hear a sound.
I'm gonna
Do we all
fall.
hear this?
A shriek.
I fall. Wait. I look. Do I see anything? Okay. I fall back to the group and relay everything that just happened.
Okay.
And you see like terror on my face.
You now know that this happened. I will say that did not happen in the area where you saw the dust coming from.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I saw that. This was to try to draw the dust cloud that I saw out. Nothing happened with the dust, or in that area. So there might be two things in that room.
So you've got multiple monsters hiding in the plants.
Yeah.
I don't like that room at all, and I think if we can get out without going back there, we should.
There is the closet in the bedroom that we didn't try the door for.
Maybe there's a key in there
Maybe.
to the front door.
Or maybe all the keys we have, one of them might work on the front door, even though they work on other doors. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what is in there, but it sounded.
What else was in that room? Is that where the box attacked you? Okay.
Is there something we haven't checked in the current room we're in?
Mm-hmm. We're in the dining room
As
now.
far as we know, that's the only door we haven't opened yet.
You are in the dining room now. It shows you as being in the bathroom, but you are back in the dining room.
And I just
will
came
actually
in
take
here.
those dice back if you do not mind.
Well, let's see if there's anything
Thank you, sir.
You
in
see-
that closet that might help us get out of here.
You are welcome to go try.
Alright, so onwards to the
Let's be quiet about it.
yes.
Okay.
I'll try as well.
Alright.
That's a heavy on.
Belfon is going to try to tiptoe.
Go ahead and roll stealth if you'd like to be quiet.
See? Nat 20.
Stealthy as fuck.
Nice.
9.
Not so much.
Ba-dum.
I was just gonna walk normally.
You're allowed.
Oh,
And be front because she's not scared of this stuff.
I'm
so
like,
That is
what's the
fine,
guy's
dude.
name from Emperor's New Groove? I'm like,
Kronk.
Yes.
looking here like
Against the wall.
I think I'm being stealthy, but I'm not at all. Yeah.
Yep. Just like
she's
that.
also not stealthy. If she rolled stealth, it would be very bad.
Alright, Riken. you got?
I think it's gonna be a 14.
Okay. You all proceed as stealthily as you can back to the first bedroom that you entered, which was seemingly untouched. And you proceed to this door, which leads you into a bathroom. This bathroom is not as big as the other bathroom. It also does not have a bathtub in it, but it does have a vanity.
I'll check out the vanity this time. Because it's
You go
just
right
not
ahead.
good for you.
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom save as you go to look at the vanity. It is a simple table with a chair, one drawer, and a mirror placed atop it.
18.
Okay. With an 18, you look into the mirror, and for a second you see your reflection shift. It's like it twitches.
Oh, that's my worst nightmare. Like in real life.
You blink a little, and after you do, it seems fine.
But many.
Are there drawers that I can check?
There is one.
I'm going to be
drawer.
a little taken aback, but I'm just going
Alright.
to check.
You can go ahead and open the drawer that is there. It appears to be about the same as what you saw in the previous room, although these implements look a little bit more used.
Nothing in here, as far as I can tell.
Well, I was hoping there'd be something in this room.
So we have the door up the stairs. That's
Which
still.
we can't go.
But we're not going there.
It's terrifying.
We have the solarium. You didn't see anything?
Not specifics, but I did hear things.
Did it sound big?
Did it?
You're big. Fine.
It did. It sounded quite large.
What
And it was,
other we have?
and it was able to quickly move throughout those vines. So,
I wonder if we could fit down this hallway.
While you sweet darlings are debating what you want to do next,
Oh no.
we're going to take our break.
Okay.
Okay.
I was
You
like,
thought I was
More
going to
so
talking. This
you
is how a
took
horror campaign goes.
you took too long.
All right. We will see you guys in 10 minutes. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Go grab a Guinness
Right.
or some, I don't know, Jameson.
Some
Yeah.
whiskey.
Some whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something St. Patrick's Day.
See you in 10. are refreshed, and we are getting ready to make a decision on what to do about that solarium. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, so it seems like this was kind of fruitless. Hoping there'd be something more in this room.
So we've tried everything except going into that terrifying jungle room.
Well, going back into it. We didn't realize how terrifying it was.
Well, we didn't go all the way into it, and I don't know, I didn't like the sound of what we heard.
Trust me, the other thing I heard when I tried to attract whatever the heck made the dust was not great either. But
I say we go in and just face this thing head on.
the thing in the vines didn't attack us last time, and we weren't really quiet when we went into the solarium. I mean, we even had a bit of a tuft while we were in a room right adjacent to it, and nothing happened. So maybe as long as we don't venture into the vines, we'll be fine. But
So I
maybe
guess
it's territory.
I guess we're looking to try and break through the glass. Or what are we hoping to find in there?
Just a way out.
I say we break out.
Way out of this hellhole. We still have yet to see anything, any windows or anything in any of these rooms we went in. And we saw
Maybe-
windows when we were from the outside, correct?
Yes.
Maybe one of these keys will let us
It
out
looks
through
like
the
the
front
windows were on
door.
the upper story.
Ah,
We can only hope.
Maybe
Alright,
we should
let's
try
do it.
these keys on the front door first.
I think we might as well. We're in this area already.
I don't want to go back there. It sounds scary.
If the mental map we have of like what the house now looks like, does it match up with what the house looks like from the outside?
Mhm.
Okay.
And it was the only way that we've found so far upstairs through that.
So far, yes. You try the front door with all 3 of the keys that you found. None of them work. Roll me perception, everybody, on that. Or, well... Maybe just give me a raw wisdom on that sound you heard earlier.
Oh, nat 20, fam.
Shifting stone. Okay, cool. Nice.
I want intelligence instead of wisdom.
Doesn't one of us have the
Use my
ability to
book
spider
knowledge.
climb? Was it you?
I do.
What?
Okay. Okay, just a thought.
Oh.
Spider, so she has the ability. It's a spell that I almost had,
Got 20
but I
total.
changed it out for a different
Okay.
one. Spider climb.
5.
Possible way out.
With,
Perception checks.
no, wisdom.
Wisdom.
Raw wisdom.
I'll just raw wisdom 15.
Alright, the 22 and the nat 1. You both remember the sound of the stone scraping earlier. Sounded like stone on stone.
Hmm.
It did not sound like something living necessarily. And you, with the natural 20, recall it sounded mechanical.
Hmm.
The other sound you heard definitely sounded like something living.
I really liked the group. So I was a little bit worried at the time, but now thinking back on what we heard, the first sound, before I found out that there was a creature in the room, I think what the sound might have happened was we might have triggered a doorway to open in the solarium or something, because that sound we heard sounded stone in nature. So going back there,
Rather than a creature.
yeah, going back there might not be horrible, but yeah, we'll see.
Another hidden door.
The other option too is, haven't you climbed on walls before?
I mean, yes. What's your point?
Well, there were walls downstairs and our rope is gone. We could put a new rope up and try to scurry on out of here.
Sure, I could maybe climb up out there. I'm not sure. How does spider climb work?
I mean, it seems like I just recalled it, and it might be a easier solution to our problems.
Do I have spider climb?
I thought you did. It would be under spells.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different character. Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
you go.
there it is.
Yeah. So for an hour, or you already tapped out on level 2s?
No, I've got one more, but that would be the only. That would be my last spell
Well,
slot.
but for an hour, you would be able to do this too. Oh no, it's a concentration. So as long as your concentration's not broken.
Risky.
Should I do something?
There must be another way upstairs.
It's an idea. Something we can think of, or we can go investigate the stone sound cautiously and hope that whatever is living in the vines doesn't notice us. But just a trick to keep up our sleeves.
Yeah, let's see what we find in here.
I think I'm the stealthiest out of the group.
Still a good thing to keep in mind for a quick exit.
Yeah.
That
Or you
needs
could
to
run
happen.
up the solarium and break a window in the ceiling and let us out.
Don't mind me.
Bert. Is that
A
clean?
little higher.
Oh,
Could
it's-
it-
oh yeah, my head goes away coming back.
That's not the
Snake
comment that people are
crawl
saying. They're
up
saying
a
it's
wall?
blurry.
Oh.
Yeah, it is blurry, but that's okay.
Weird.
If that's something we can mess with later too.
It doesn't autofocus?
No.
Ah.
We don't pay that much for things.
All right.
I thought that was just like a digital thing.
It
the
looks
cameras
good
do.
now.
But now
You-
your head's
you
cut
moved-
off.
You moved our camera
Well,
down.
but
You have to be careful.
My camera's fine. Don't just look at me.
Yes.
Um,
They said that's better.
oh.
I can just sit down here. It's fine.
They moved back. Yeah, you have to physically unhook the command and back. You can't just like rotate it.
That's the only way it's gonna work.
You have to take it off and put it back on.
Because the cord is what's pushing it down.
Ray and Riley are also a little cut off at this point as
Oh,
well.
buddy.
Wait, I'm like super cut off.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right.
Fabulous.
Sorry about these technical difficulties, guys. In case you hadn't noticed, we have a brand new setup. We have 3 people on each table instead of 2 people per table.
Yeah.
And DM has... There's a lot of space. You guys can't see it, but it's pretty incredible.
Speaking of
I have an
D,
entire table to myself.
speaking of DM, did your cam get bumped too?
Hers
No?
is over there.
Oh, I'm still... Wait.
You're not centered anymore, and I can see the wall.
There we go.
That's why I
Now I'm
asked.
centered. It might have.
Okay. Okay. All right. Our
better?
cameras may need some adjustments later
This
on.
table got bumped a few times, so
There we go.
Pat.
Yeah. That's better. All right. Peeps. Oh, no.
I'm sure it's fine.
Excuse me while I scoot back and forth awkwardly. All right.
So what do you say
What?
we head back to the solarium?
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I think we should sneakily head back to the, or stealthily head back to the solarium.
You
And
lead.
if any of you don't think you are up to, I don't think we should go in there quite loud. Mainly because I would rather that what I heard seemed quite large and agile. And I'd rather not if need be.
Bless you.
Thank you.
But I will lead.
I'll back him up.
Okay. Go ahead and arrange yourselves in marching order, I suppose. You can move those skulls off
Oh no!
the table if you want.
Alright. Alright, who's next?
I
I
got you.
want to go behind the 2 of you.
Which one are you? This one? Or this
I
one?
don't know.
I think you're this one. I think. And
She's Cape. He's.
That's me.
Oh yeah, I have
What-
a tail.
where's
That's
the
right.
barbarian cleric go?
Sure, I'll go there.
Alright.
We're literally in the hallway.
And all of a sudden you step on a platform and a ball comes down the wall and crushes us all.
Crushes
Right down the hallway.
Yeah. No, like one of the big rolling balls.
Yeah.
All right. Traveler, you reach the mouth of this hallway into the solarium. You see exactly what you saw earlier.
Okay.
At this point, the dust has settled completely.
Do you have your grease pen dry erase thingamabob?
I do have a pen, yes.
Sweet. Can you, with your laser, draw the edge of the vines, and then I'm going to draw it with the pen.
Yes. I will give you a green pen for that purpose.
Perfect.
And then I will draw with my laser. So go ahead and draw a diagonal line down that way. Yep.
Perfect.
All of that is foliage.
Perfect.
Oh,
Thank you.
lovely.
Thank you.
Okay,
All right.
so I am going to stealthily venture from here to here where I believe that's where I saw the dust end, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the dust ended about right there, actually.
Okay.
It seemed to come in a puff from about here-ish outward.
Okay. Well, then I will go into this general area. That's what I see.
Whoop.
See what you see.
I'll need these later. There's a surprise tool that will help us later. Just like that mean. All right. Go ahead and roll me perception to see what you can see.
Oh, gross. 8.
And give me stealth if you're trying to get over there without being noticed.
Oh, gross.
How bad?
12. Wait,
Just
actually, no,
over.
I lied.
Could be worse.
13.
Okay.
I forgot. I actually have a +4, so.
What is that? 13.
I want to turn into a giant bat
Oh.
So you do.
and fly over their heads and
I
get as
mean-
high up in the solarium as I can and look down and see what I notice.
Sounds good. You do so.
I didn't even think about that. You're
Roll
going to need
me perception,
a spider climb.
and
Spiderfly.
we are gonna see. What was that stealth you rolled?
14, I think. Or was it 13 or 14?
It feels stealthy.
Sweet.
Ooh!
Did
9.
not sound good.
9.
With that 9 perception, you do turn into a bat, fly up above the foliage, you look down on it. It is winding everywhere. It is difficult to see. It almost creates a canopy. It's tough to see through.
All right, I'm holding this vantage point and keeping an eye out.
Sounds good.
If you all want to, stage whisper. If you all want to sneak into the corner with Traveler, I can stand at the end of the hallway and lure it over here by smacking the wall.
You are like flying somewhere. Do you have one of the
We'll see.
raising things that he has?
I do not.
They're
do not
in
know
the
where those are.
closet. Maybe.
Actually, there is a dice box right here,
Oh,
though,
that'll work.
and we can use that.
Perfect.
Just gonna pull that out.
Thank you.
No problem.
And where are you? Where did you say you're flying?
I'm
Stay
I'm
around
trying to
Bethany?
fly up above the plants. So I'm sort of in the middle of the room,
Okay.
trying to keep a good vantage point
Yeah,
on the
we'll say
entire
about
area.
there. That looks good. Okay.
I'll sneak up behind.
And I'm a giant bat.
Giant bat.
So yeah.
Sure,
Not really stealthy, but
I mean, you're a bat.
Since you are not stealthy,
Oh no.
as you're flying, you do see movement happening beneath you.
I see movement beneath me, but that's it.
Yes.
Um,
You see movement happening. You see the plants moving. You do not necessarily see what is moving the plants, but the plants are moving
Okay.
somewhere in here.
So what I'm doing is I'm readying myself if I see them coming towards one of my friends, I want to swoop down and attack them.
It does not look like it is. It looks
Okay.
like it's moving toward
And I'm
the,
just
windows.
keeping an eye out. I'll try and sort of gesture towards the movement I see with my wing, but that's about as much as I can do.
I mean, you could screech towards it.
Okay.
Looking at the giant bat, can I?
You
Do I need to roll?
in front of you are able to see the movement.
Oh,
in
never
the
mind.
foliage.
Do I see?
It does appear to be moving further away.
Do I see what it is? Still not.
Just moving plants.
Is it dark in there? Is that why I can't see?
Partly, yes. It is. The sun's pretty blocked out, but it's more just that there are so many plants that they are
Okay.
concealing whatever's within them.
I'm going to cast dancing lights at the fullest extent where I believe the edge of the room would be, and try to have them just roam around in here.
Okay.
They're going to be a group though, so a group of I think I can do like what 4 lights.
Okay.
4, yeah, and they'll just and I want to see if one the creature chases after it, 2, if it helps me see the creature.
Okay. You do so. It appears that the movement of plants moves away from these dancing lights.
Oh. I will attempt to I will break them off into 4.
Okay.
And try to corner, see if I can corner the creature is. So I'll like send one here, send one here, send one here, and then like sweep till I get to this corner. And see if I can corner the creature.
Okay. It looks like you're able to move whatever it is through the foliage to
Okay, I will keep the lights.
about right there.
I'll keep the lights there, and I'll back up to the group and inform them that I believe I have cornered the creature.
Okay.
So, I
Belfon, you're the only one who does not.
the
hear
creature
this.
is scared of light, and I believe I have cornered it on the opposite side of the solarium. So we could possibly, I could corner it and bring it out here so we can actually see what it is, but
Should we go into the foliage and try to break out if it's not
we can.
nearby?
I tried to say in bat. Let me know if you need my help. But it sounds more like
High pitched squeaky bat
Yep.
noises.
But yeah, so the creature's cornered, so we are safe.
It is cornered around where you saw the dust cloud coming from.
Oh, dang it, is it?
Yeah. That is
Um,
where you put it.
I will, in that case,
You can corral it somewhere else if
Yeah.
you'd like.
I'm gonna corral it over here instead then.
Okay.
Since that's closer to the edge of the foliage, it's only about like 10 feet in. Can I see the creature?
Depends on if you're bringing it up to the edge or not.
I'm not yet.
No, not yet.
I can bring it up to the edge if we want to see it.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't want that.
You like to sleep tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am slightly preoccupied with this, so I can't do too much else while I am keeping the creature contained.
What's the plan?
I'd like to light it up.
Like what up?
As in,
With fire?
Yes.
you want to
I don't know
attack the
about
creature. I believe right now it's in a slightly docile state. If we attack it, I might not be able to control it with light.
Can't we just try to
Because right now it seems.
break one of the windows and
Well, I
get
think,
out?
yeah, well, we can try to see if we can get through the foliage and try to get to where we saw where I saw the dust cloud.
The dust cloud is
It's in this back corner.
again
Okay.
right here. This
Okay.
is where
For the
you.
50th time.
Oh, because I thought I put the
It
creature
seems like
here.
it was emanating from here, this way.
Okay.
But now the creature is here, so it is far, far away.
Okay, so, all right. So in that case, I will actually just start seeing if I can, how hard it will be to venture through the foliage.
Moving through the foliage is tough. It takes time, but you are able to pick and choose your steps and move through it. After maybe 30 seconds, you find yourself against a stone wall, and you find that there is an opening
Bum bum
here.
bum bum. I found something.
Within that opening,
Did anyone follow me?
I did.
Awesome.
I'm watching you from above. Ish. Does my echolocation let me hear where people are even though I can't see them? Is that what blind sight does?
blind sight allows you to see people.
Oh, spiral staircase.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I was like, is this
You do see a spiral stair.
okay? Awesome. Who all was it just you that followed me?
I followed.
I would just-
I'm following.
yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Because
I was following behind you too.
once we start heading up the stairs, I'll probably get out of. I say this to you. Once we head up the stairs, I will dismiss the dancing lights, and the creature will be able to roam free
We
again.
need to make sure that Belfon is out
Yes, that's why I'm saying this out loud.
Okay.
Hopefully, with their
I'll
super
follow
ears.
them into the foliage once I see them go there, but I'm staying in bat form.
Gotcha.
Sweet. All right, up the stairs we go, I guess.
Let's go.
Forward in. All right. You guys head up this spiral staircase into what appears to be darkness. Has anybody taken a torch with them? I know that you had been carrying a torch from downstairs.
I think we took 4 torches. I think we took the 4 torches
Everyone
we had
should
down here.
have a torch in their
Adventuring.
Well,
Adventuring
I
packs.
lit them all in that one room, and then we all
I
You took them
personally,
with you.
took them.
I personally
So
am
the
not
ones in
holding
your
it.
adventuring packs you haven't even touched yet.
Yeah, we haven't touched those.
I personally am not holding the torch.
Okay.
Because I have my dark
I have
Lights
dark
going.
vision
I
as
definitely
well, so I
don't
don't
have one
need
in
it.
bat form.
Okay.
I'll light one.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Can you see in the dark? Do you have dark vision?
I think she
Yeah.
might as a
Because
long
like
shot.
I wouldn't
Sister.
need one,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I
Goliath is
I
not
wouldn't be
gonna
carrying
do
one.
it.
No,
Features?
but I'm going to
Oh,
be
dark
very
vision.
close to
Yes,
someone
she
with a
has.
torch.
She has dark vision.
Right, so we
And I
probably
have-
wouldn't be carrying torches.
And I have eyes of the dark, so I can like super see.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
And I
so
have blind sight.
nobody's carrying a torch.
Do you,
I'll carry a torch as well.
do you need a torch?
Furious,
the
you're
only
always
one
the one that
without-
doesn't can't
Last
see.
time. Oh
And,
no. Well, Loot's on your team now.
Oh, you know what?
too.
I'm just going to
That's
put a
true.
hand on someone's shoulder.
Okay. You, whoever's in the back, I assume it's maybe probably Zelda because you're squishy.
I was following behind the two of them because she's not scared of anything. She's not thinking about.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, if you're behind them and she's
Yeah,
back,
if
I'm still
anything, I
holding
would
on to-
I would
to-
lead. But
Yeah, that's
I didn't
fair.
have that option.
I'm holding on to someone.
Alright. As you head up this spiral staircase, you find yourselves walking through cobwebs. This has definitely not been used in a very long time. When you reach sort of the landing at the very top of the stairs, you find yourselves in a sort of antechamber, and you're facing a pair of one large oak door. And on it appear to be carved more words, similarly to the door that you found earlier. But these do not appear to be words per se. The letters are jumbled, and it's difficult to make out what the doors say, or rather what the door says. And while you look over those, I am going to erase the cellar and draw this new room.
Bum, 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 bum. Do you want us to like remove the map so you can just do it over there?
Nah.
Okay, who has a paper and pen so we can start trying to unscramble this?
If only I had a computer that had like a paper and pen built into it.
I mean, I have a computer, but paper and pen sometimes just feels a bit quicker.
As I write.
I don't actually have my stylus, so I'm gonna stop being a shit.
Wizard.
Oh yeah, wizard.
Solid. Hey Jen, would you mind erasing that last little bit for me, please?
Wizard knight.
Look at it.
What?
Knight.
The second one?
Knight as in a like a
Wizard.
Oh,
knight,
knight.
warrior.
No.
You also might want to rotate the map.
Dragon?
Second one, oh, dragon.
Dragon.
Wizard, knight, dragon.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I don't want to face a wizard knight.
No.
Right?
Will you dry that off too, please?
That sounds terrifying.
Sorry.
Okay, let's turn back now.
All right, guys, that was fun. Let's
Wizard?
spider climb out of here.
Alright, we're gonna turn this around so our lovely viewers at home can see. And then I will get drawing.
Do we want it close?
Well, she
Oh,
we
you're
can move
right.
it after she
Okay.
draws it.
Sorry, I didn't realize what was happening.
Olivia has these lovely little prop details.
I love your
this
props.
is what we're looking at.
Oh,
Everyone,
so
you love
we,
my
we can
props.
see the same thing.
Everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Things are identical.
Wizard, knight,
We're
dragon.
at the same door.
was our guess.
I guess.
Oh, that was really fast.
It was impressively fast. It was a lot faster than the moon phases.
Yeah, that took a while.
That took us a while.
It took you a while.
Just a wee bit.
That's alright.
I don't
Oh,
know.
that one's Scottish. I'm sorry.
But are you a
Sorry.
knight?
I can take his shield.
Are you a dragon?
I can shoot fire.
Okay, I guess, yeah. So we just see a door right now that says this.
Mm-hmm. Now you do.
Awesome. Well, should we knock first, or should we just canter on in?
Maybe it's a password.
Oh, maybe.
A password. Maybe it's a password.
I think we've said the word wizard, knight, dragon. Does anything happen when I say it again?
Well, we should let her
Draw.
finish drawing
I know.
first.
I'm just filling the empty silent space.
Are you uncomfortable with it?
No, but our viewers might be. But,
Alrighty. So,
So I know what it would feel like to be dressed. 5,000 damage.
Oh, forgot green flame.
how much of that is fire damage, though? No fucking clue. Already moved the dice. Sorry, Jeff, if you're watching.
You better be watching.
This just became a roast of our rogue. All right.
Can't be. We forgot the fire damage.
Ooh. All right. So you have your spiral staircase, and you have all emerged. Sure.
What?
That works.
I'm just trying to get this on the screen because
Yeah,
that's where we
right.
all
Okay.
are.
And the door you are facing is here. Right there.
We're all there.
And you can place yourselves there and on the stair. Because not all of you are going to fit in that little antechamber.
I can be hovering behind you all over the stairs.
Too.
I'm still holding on to someone.
You've got guy with the staff is going first because that is Riley.
Yeet.
He's up near the, well, he's up in the actual
So I
room.
guess we're in this order
Yeah.
Basically.
because you're holding
Yeah.
my
All right.
shoulder.
And you're able to see those doors, which we have now shown to our viewers, yes?
Yes.
Alright.
Inspecting the door, is there a handle? Or do I just push?
There is a round sort of ring that you would.
Okay. I say the words aloud to see if there's any reaction.
No reaction.
I, over my shoulder, mentioned back to you, you've been speaking that funny language that's been throughout this house. Would you like to say these words in that language just in case it does anything fancy before I open this door and find out whatever's behind it?
Sure. I will shout Wizard, Knight, and Dragon in Infernal.
Oh, what am I saying?
And
Shout
then-
it.
And then after that, if that doesn't work, I will also do it in Abyssal.
Okay.
Both of them.
There does not appear to be a reaction.
Okay.
Alright, I will attempt to open the door.
Okay. You grab the ring and pull, and the door opens. You
Okay.
are able to see into a very dark room.
Alright, looking into the dark room.
It is littered, the entire room, with statues.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
Nope, don't do that.
Some are
Close the door.
some are
We can all just
standing,
die here.
some are
can't we?
broken into pieces. Some are lying on their sides on the floor.
Are they covering their faces?
There are no.
Are there sheets
This
over
is not
someone's
that
head?
episode. This is not that episode of Chaos Conductors. The Blink episode of Chaos Conductors. You do see that they appear to be statues of all sorts of things. The majority of them are humanoids, dressed in all sorts of different clothings, armors. They appear to be just littered everywhere. There are probably close to 100 statues in that room. Some are big, some are small. Some appear to be statues of maybe halflings or children. They are so small. Others are as large as small dragons.
Would how well can I see them? I guess the room's very dark.
Fairly well. It does
Okay.
seem very disorganized, though. They don't appear to be in any particular order.
How detailed? I guess. Yeah. How detailed do they appear to be?
Extremely.
Okay. Okay.
They do all appear to be made of different stones and materials, though. The longer you look at them, this appears to be a collection of some sort.
I relay what I see to everyone behind me.
Okay.
And I believe we should be cautious. I'm not sure what these statues entail.
Are there any windows in there?
There is one window.
Is there a light coming from it?
No, it looks, as you look through the window, number one, it is extremely dirty, but you are able to make out that the sky outside is still very dark.
Okay. I'm gonna do my trick again.
Okay.
Find a pebble, toss it, and make a little creature over. Yeah. Wait, where are we? No, I'm sorry. We're
We're in the
entering.
room.
We're in this room.
Yeah.
So like over here.
Okay. You are able to sort of search around on the floor until you find a chunk of a broken statue, and you throw it, and nothing appears to happen.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly in towards the ceiling, like, to the middle of the room to kind of survey the space
Gotcha.
and see if I notice anything.
You can go ahead and move over there if you would not mind. You are both in the room now.
And I've only taken like a step in.
Where's the
Yeah.
window?
And I'm guessing you would be right behind me.
The window is here. Faces the front yard, it looks like.
All right, now I guess I'm closer to a statue, probably, right?
Roll me perception in your giant bat form.
Giant platform.
Mm.
Oh, can you send me a link to that later?
I have advantage. Oh no, I have advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing. So can I give you like a visual perception check and then like a
Audible?
listening for movement?
I will say it is silent in
Okay.
the room.
Word.
What you are doing right now is looking.
Okay, that's just a 6.
Oh.
Okay. With a 6, you are looking over these statues. There appear to be maybe close to 100 of them.
Okay.
That's all you see.
Well, I can't see shit.
Oh, right.
That window?
Right, you can't. I say.
Oh, I guess you have lights in there.
Oh, I didn't.
So, oh,
You say
didn't,
you.
threw a
I,
rock.
oh.
okay, I do have lights in
He's
there
not
now.
rice bin. He doesn't throw glowing rocks.
Yeah.
He did the dancing lights.
I put dancing lights out now in the room. Any reactions?
Nope.
The statues look super creepy.
It is pretty macabre because your dancing lights do not hold still. The shadows of these statues are now dancing on the walls.
I try to space them out like as evenly as I can to
Keep the
to
whole
limit
room
it.
lit.
Yeah. to light the whole room and prevent there from being shadows.
The
But
shadows shrink and are relegated mostly to the floor.
okay, we're terrified enough as is. I don't need to make it worse.
Looking at these statues, do I see a wizard, a knight, or a dragon?
Go ahead and roll me investigation.
Dun 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 dun.
I think it's a 0. Yeah. Natural 20.
Oh shit!
Well,
Perceptive boy.
you immediately notice the statue of the dragon. It is probably about 10 feet tall. It reaches within 2 feet of the ceiling, and the ceiling here is high and does slope as though it is basically the roof of the house. This dragon statue is beautiful. It is curled almost around itself, and its tail curls around the base. It's standing there, mouth open, as though in the process of preparing a breath weapon. It's breathtaking.
Okay. Any wizards or knights?
Not that you can see.
Found a dragon.
Oh,
Dragon.
I put one of the lights over the dragon just to accentuate it.
I fly over and perch on its head.
Okay. You
If
do
bats
so.
perch.
If we
You hang from
you hang
They
from
can be
its
said.
snout.
Whew. No, I'm sitting like a gargoyle on top of this dragon.
If we upon inspecting the dragon, do we find anything abnormal?
It does appear to have a plate
Ooh.
at the bottom of it. A small placard that is presumably silver, but extremely tarnished at this point. And it does say, the dragon.
You're right. This is the dragon.
Well,
I try not to assume.
okay. Let's maybe. What do knights have? What do knights look like? I don't know because I'm a barbarian. So we're looking for a wizard.
He is a
Don't they
barbarian.
carry?
Well, we're also
They
looking
have
for a
a
wizard, so
sword.
we need to find her.
As a reminder to our friends at home, Ben is playing a cleric who believes himself to be a
A
barbarian.
barbarian.
They're very confused. Very.
What do wizards look like? You?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we? Upon us looking around, now that we've ventured in the room for a little bit, do we see anything?
Roll me perception. If you're looking for something in particular,
I'm gonna just
Specifically,
investigation,
I'm
let me know.
looking for a wizard.
I
Okay.
would
Yeah,
like
I'm
to look for a knight.
I want to look for a figure holding like a tome, like a book or something like that.
I'm gonna try to open the window.
Okay.
Just FYI.
All right.
As you go over the window, it doesn't appear to be the type of window that can be opened. It is a small square window, probably about 1 foot by 1 foot, and it is built into this. It is extremely dirty, but you are able to look outside and see that, and as you approach it, you can hear against the glass raindrops. It is still raining outside. Still very dark.
It's very dark.
You did come to the house around sunset, so it is nighttime now.
Dumb on
And you knew it was going to be a horror campaign.
our part. Should have been like, we'll just wait.
Started the game, we're like, why don't we just hang out here until it gets
Your
light out?
kid will be fine. We'll come in the morning.
Right. What was that investigation
19.
check? And you are looking for?
Wizard.
Okay. With a 19, you are able to spend some time sort of pawing through these statues, and eventually you find, lying on his side, a statue of a very old man with a long beard, wearing a pointed hat and grasping a staff.
How large is it?
He's about your height.
And I'm guessing this is
Life
made,
size.
made out of stone and quite heavy.
It is made out of stone.
Okay, I mentioned to the group, I found the wizard. Wait, does it have a placard on it that says wizard?
It does.
Okay, I found the wizard. So we just need to find the knight. This one is has fallen over though. If
Do you need
one
help?
of you will, yes, I could use some help.
Oh, I'll help out too.
Yeah.
You and I.
If the three of you will all make strength checks, please.
Sweet. I need
You're
another.
going to say you're going to need 2 out of 3 successes.
Oh, nope. Oh wait, my modifier is much higher than you would think for a.
Strength save. Or strength check.
Oh, never mind. I
What's
was
your
looking at my
strength
stuff.
modifier?
I just can't.
You can use athletics if your athletics is higher. Pardon me.
Ooh.
It'll be
Nope.
athletics anyway, though.
No.
I got a 2.
17?
I pulled a muscle.
17?
Do I get a bonus for being able to lift one size larger than myself?
You are Goliath.
Yeah.
He is smaller than you.
Hmm.
He is a medium creature.
Yeah.
Goliaths are still medium, aren't they?
I think they're medium, but they can lift large, like when it
yes,
counts.
I'll give you a +2 for that.
Plus 2.
Sweet.
That's 18 then.
Solid. You 2 pass, which is good news for you. You are able to sort of upend the wizard and place him back where he.
I didn't need much of the help, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Obviously.
What was your investigation roll finding the knight?
11.
Try as you might, you cannot find anything matching any sort of description that you've read in books of what knights look like.
Looking at the floor around these, does it seem like they have been moved? They have been moved or should be moved?
Go ahead and roll me perception.
Nope. 7.
Can't tell.
I want to find what's the smallest statue in this room.
Roll perception.
Mm,
There are a lot of statues.
10.
It appears that there is a statue of a little girl.
Mm-mm.
How big is it?
Quite small.
The question being, can I pick it up in my little bat hands? My little bat.
Well, you're a
It is
giant bat.
child size.
My giant bat.
How big is
Are you trying to throw this
But
out
I
the
am
window?
still going to make you roll strength to see if you can pick it up.
Okay.
Please don't break the little girls. I don't want the soul
Please.
coming after me.
Please don't throw the little girl
A
out the window.
revenant.
You guys are real creeped out by statues.
21.
You are able to pick it up?
I want to pick it up and I want to try and chuck it through the window.
You are able to. It breaks the window and plummets into the front yard below and actually falls.
Do we see her do this?
Yeah, falls through the hole that you all left in the front yard and into the cellar. It lands with a dull thud.
Does it break?
No.
Oh, okay. I
Is
feel
there more
better.
than those 2 windows?
It's just the one window.
I will.
Oh, is there just a small hole in it from the statue?
The window's gone now. It was only about 1 foot by foot.
There's no
Oh,
window.
It was a small window, and you
Yeah.
forced this through it. You broke the panes. of
Definitely
this
not big
window.
enough for us to
Okay.
get out.
Well,
or
for
for
some
a
of us,
giant
maybe.
bat to get through.
Save yourselves.
Save yourselves. I will continue to look for a knight.
Okay. Investigation, please.
13.
You're unable to find a knight?
I can't find this darn knight. Have any of y'all seen anything?
Oh, let me see. I'll take a look around. Nope.
Nope. We cannot find this knight.
No, she rolled a 2,
Oh,
natural
goes.
2. So.
You
Oh, wait.
also are struggling to find this knight.
Can I cast? Never mind. Or well,
Oh, I dismissed my minor illusion, by the way.
could I try to use locate object?
Sure.
But it says it has to be specific object known to you, so I don't think I can.
We could maybe
I mean,
placard,
you can very much envision the idea of a statue of a knight.
or at least envision a placard with the name word knight on it.
It'll take me 10 minutes.
Okay.
You got
So-
nothing but time.
I guess I would use
Can I
that.
peek? Can I stick my head out the window?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that about all that will fit of my giant bat body?
Pretty much.
Okay.
You are very large.
So
Okay, so all right. So there's nothing magical keeping us in here. I just stick my head out, breathe non-haunted air, and then come back inside the house.
Non-haunted air.
Oh goodness.
Oh my.
I guess while she's doing that, I'm gonna look at the plaques and try to find the words the knight.
I will be assisting him because I was really crappy at it before.
Both of you roll perception at this point as you're walking around.
Hey, that's a lot better. 19.
21.
Okay. With both of those rolls, you two, as you are sort of walking around trying to find this knight statue, you do not manage to find the knight specifically, but what you do find is that among all of these scattered statues on the floor, there are 3 podiums.
Hmm. Do the podiums have names on them?
They do not. They do have symbols, however, in the center of them.
Oh.
A symbol in the center of each.
And what did, pray tell, did these symbols look like?
Right now.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Goodness, no, I don't want to. 7.
Going from podium to podium, it's tough for you to really remember these strange markings as you proceed between them. Each new one that you find, though, you assume to be some sort of rune, but you don't know.
Are they like concave, convex?
Yes, they are. They're convex. They are carved into it.
As
Or
I'm
rather
kind
concave.
of flying around and observing everybody doing stuff, can I start trying to like either push or pull the
You're trying to get stuck like Winnie the Pooh is what you're trying to do.
No, not the window. The wizard statue
Okay.
towards the podiums.
Yes,
Okay.
that is going to take a much bigger strength roll than that little girl statue, though, if you are doing it alone.
So I'll give it kind of a first attempt,
And I'll try to help if you can.
which will be 16.
Okay, Adira, you can help if
I
you...
can help.
Yes. The other 3 are busy, though.
Are the podiums in the same location, or are they just spread throughout?
They're spread throughout the room.
You're rolling so bad.
I'm
But
really
you
bad.
are only able to find
You're
3.
the only one who could roll with shit last
I
time.
know. I had a 6.
For you're doing.
You two, even in your giant bat form, are unable
We
to
struggle.
move this wizard statue more than a few inches.
Okay.
So you're doing locate object as a ritual. Okay.
Alright.
It's technically a divination, but
Well, I mean, you can do it not as a ritual and not have to wait the 10 minutes, is what I'm saying. But you don't.
it says
you don't use a spell
concentration
slot.
up to 10 minutes.
I do it as a ritual and keep
Yeah,
the spell
because
slot.
basically, you get a free spell. You don't have to use a spell slot. Is what I'm trying to get at. If you are doing it as a
Oh.
ritual.
So,
Well, how
So,
do
like-
I... Okay.
if you want to use a spell slot, you can do it faster.
But I don't
will
think you
say,
should.
Using the spell slot.
Okay,
as your
well, if I
DM.
don't want to use the spell
Oh,
slot,
yeah.
I won't, because I've never used this stuff.
Yeah.
If nobody else is doing anything
Right,
in
so
that
then
10
that-
minutes,
Yeah.
your locate object ritual is complete. And you feel tugged toward a part of the room. with this arcane energy that you have summoned.
I'm going to walk over to that area and investigate the area.
Okay, it leads you to a statue of a gentleman in full plate armor with a sword in one hand and a shield in the other.
Is it super large?
Is it standing?
It's the size of a person.
Well, I'm definitely not a strong one. I found the knight.
I look over there.
Well done.
How did I miss that?
You weren't looking hard enough.
Oh, you weren't looking either. You cheated.
I got distracted.
You just sat on your butt for 10 minutes doing nothing.
I'm studying.
Oh, okay.
All right. You found all 3 statues.
Okay, so we still know nothing about the symbols, though, right?
Nope.
Okay. So there's symbols on these,
Podiums.
thank you, podiums.
Yeah.
Let me take a look.
Is there?
I'll
But-
go look at them.
Where in the room are said podiums? And can I have a pen?
Yes, you can. They're about the size of a square.
Mm-hmm.
One is here. One is here. One is here.
Thank you.
Are they all the same
Actually,
size?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was about to say. This one is larger.
Oh.
That
It is
is
4.
And then we could assume this one is for the dragon.
Oh, it's all 4 squares.
You just
Oh,
drew
all
it the same
four.
You did draw the
size.
same
No, I didn't hear you say that. So like that? Or like it's in between,
no,
or like that. Or,
Oh no!
It was technically these 4,
Oh my goodness.
So we're gonna go with my
Oh, so
second.
neither
But-
of those. Okay.
but it does not matter.
Okay. We're just
We
gonna-
know there's a thing in that general area.
There is a thing in that
That's
general
yours.
area.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're gonna erase
This
the
one's
room.
wet.
Riley, you should let someone else do that.
I can erase things. I'm
All is
not
well.
And you can.
In the list.
You can,
erase
everything.
You're
still gonna.
I will help.
It's those 4 squares.
Yeah.
Oh. No, you
No.
still got it wrong.
It's not, wait, what
Not
4
right.
squares?
These 4 squares.
So these 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should move on.
Okay. Alright, so what'd you get for your investigation thing? Well,
I
I'm
would
gonna
like
tell
to
me.
help if I can.
They're both wet.
I can help
Oh, I
her
think-
investigate the rooms.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes,
look at
go
those.
for it. Actually, you're going to be
That's what I
rolling
was
your
saying.
arcane
The
on
entire
those
thing
rooms.
is wet, so I couldn't erase.
21.
Okay,
I helped. Or wait, I had to roll it up.
Ah.
you do have to roll a help.
This
The way that I
is
do help is if you roll higher than a 10, she gets a reroll.
Oh, just a raw 10, not based on the thing that we're trying to do. Or anything.
Use the mod.
Okay. Cool. Not cool. That is, I can't help.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's okay. You
I'm sorry.
tried.
With a 21,
Mhm.
you notice that these 3 runes are each imbued with some amount of magic. These are not letters, per se, in any sort of alphabet. They are a sort of pictogram that has been imbued with this magic.
Do they look familiar to me at all?
Really?
And I just feel magical presence coming from them.
That you do? They are all connected somehow.
And where are the statues in relation to the... Or those are the
Scattered.
statues.
No, they are podiums.
Those are
Those
the
are
podiums.
podiums.
Where
the
are
statues are.
where are 3 statues that we've pointed out, though?
Scattered throughout the room.
And our largest one is definitely the dragon, right?
Very much so. It is in the center of the room and very easy to find.
Okay. So we can.
Could the dragon fit on any of the podiums?
Or could it only
Or
fit
could it
on
only
the
fit
largest
on one?
podium?
It's plain which podium the dragon.
So
I think we
it
should.
goes on this one.
Yes.
Ben, genius.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. It's Are the podiums themselves movable?
No.
How
Okay.
big is the dragon in relation to my body? My giant bat body.
It is going to take
I'm large.
Do they
everyone
But
Yeah.
how big is
That
it
dragon.
compared to me?
about the same size.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess what do we need to do to?
Everybody
Start
roll
moving it.
strength to
We need
start
to push.
pushing that
All
dragon.
right.
Or athletics if it's higher.
Or athletics if it's higher.
Okay.
Oh, nice. 4 dice was not bad.
Let's do that again.
Sorry, fam.
Oh,
Let
I
you down.
forgot I have a horrible modifier.
I am a
21.
weakling.
Okay.
4.
Oh, okay, mine's better than that.
11.
I
24.
14.
I'm not used to this large bat body.
You are able to move the dragon a few feet. Please roll again.
Well, that's good. I'm just gonna leave that. It bounced out of the tray.
Hey, man.
And
I have
Right.
0 on strength stuff, so
I have a -1, so
What do you got?
18.
21.
8.
17.
11.
3 out of 5 is enough.
Hey!
You all together are able to push the dragon until you reach the edge of the podium and then lift together to set it down on this podium. When the dragon has been slid completely into the center of the podium, the plaque at the bottom of the dragon statue, which reads the dragon, lights up blue.
Nice.
Aye. So now we just need to figure out which one of these other ones goes per which.
Which one's smaller?
The other two are the same size.
I mean, we could just trial and error.
Nope.
It's a 50-50 chance.
What if something bad happens?
Oh, good point. Let's not do that. This house has never been mean to us. Ever. It's been very nice. We should set up a rent here. Alright, so looking again at the symbols.
Maybe we should.
Does anyone see anything? Do you guys?
Belfon, two squeaks for yes, 1 squeak for no. Do these look familiar to you?
I'll fly down to have a look at that podium, the one on the right. My right, your left.
Roll Arcana.
Oh, okay. 2.
Hmm.
I squeak once for no.
It's definitely magic.
Oh, it's definitely magic. Okay, so what I want to do then is, having felt the magic there,
Sure.
I want to fly over to, we'll see the wizard statue, and see what I sense there.
Okay.
Arcana?
Yep.
Nat 20.
Hey!
Also definitely magic.
Does it feel the same?
Yeah.
Now I want to check the knight statue and see
Okay.
if it feels any different.
All right. Roll me another nat 20.
No can doozy. 6. Yeah.
Also feels like magic.
Okay. All feels pretty much the same. I'm gonna bat shrug.
Okay. I've seen that before, yeah. Can I roll history to see if when the wizard statue was laying over, if I saw a symbol on the bottom of the
Sure.
statue? Just in case. Oh, it's okay. Don't, that's a 5.
You don't remember.
Mm-hmm. We could still tip it back over. Maybe there's some symbols on the bottom we could match.
It's not a bad idea.
I'll tip it over and try to hold it. If you guys want to jot it down,
It's going to take 2 of you.
so you and I can.
I'll write the symbol.
That's a good idea. Okay, so we'll just tip it over and.
All right, roll me strength or athletics if it's higher.
Okay.
Keep my
Can I
head real
assist them?
close.
Yeah, you can. For sure.
I don't want to assist. That wouldn't be helpful.
15.
11 on the assist.
You can choose to give either of them a reroll.
Can I know what they got first? No? Okay. Well then, I guess I give him a reroll.
Okay. Yeah. Don't worry about that. That's good. That's good. That's good stuff. Yes, that is very good. 24.
Okay.
15.
Okay. The 2 of you are able to tilt the statue until you can see beneath it. And Zalia, you are able to recognize one of the symbols from one of these podiums.
Hey!
Oh, yay!
Sneaking.
Dum, 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 dum.
Very good job. You are able to point to the podium that this wizard statue apparently belongs on.
All right.
Should we try to carry it over there?
That one.
Let's get on moving.
All right.
Go
Everybody
with your
hoist.
Nat 20.
18.
-1.
Or 17.
All right. You guys are able to carry this wizard statue over, and it is much lighter weight than the dragon statue. And you set it down on its proper podium, and Its nameplate glows blue.
Ooh.
Where does the other one go?
Downstairs.
Out the window.
Oh, yeah, the other one seemed to fit
Oh,
this
with
time.
the little girl, right? Yes, we just thought.
Yeah. Alright, so we begin to, let's go ahead and move this one, jokes aside. I want to get out of this beautiful, I wasn't joking.
18.
4.
22.
7.
You are able to pick up the knight
you.
and
Okay.
pull it on its proper podium. Its name also glows blue. As this happens, you see all 3 statues begin to move. It is jerky. The knight raises its shield and sword against the dragon, which turns to the knight, roars, though you hear nothing. The wizard reaches into his belt, pulls out a book, and extends it to you. As he does, they all freeze, but the book appears to become paper rather than stone.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna go take it. I'm gonna go pick up the book.
All right? You pick up the book. The book appears to be written in common,
Oh.
some sort of spell book. And as you're paging through it, it falls open to a particular page that is specifically geared toward the dispelling of fear effects and evil magics.
Definitely bookmarking that page.
Has anyone been afraid this whole time, though?
No.
Stairs,
few
buddy.
times.
Never.
God, Ben, come on.
Scared, no.
Ugh.
I just want to leave this place if it's so I can come back. I need to eat supplies.
Well, there was
Don't
that.
you like dark things?
I actually do. I love dark things. This house is not dark.
Maybe he
Well,
doesn't like
it's
them as
fairly
much as he
dark.
thought. I think to myself, because I can't talk to him about
Bad
You
message.
are a drow.
This place is not dark.
Okay.
See them. There's a difference.
It's fairly dark
To you,
There was
it's
that,
quite bright to me.
There was
in here. I
that
have dark
door.
vision too.
That,
I have
hey,
darker.
you got the book
Yeah.
on task. What was that door that made me wolf me Vicky's in the corner?
More what?
That made you.
What?
I'm sorry, I
What?
vomited.
What is?
Wolf me Vicky's?
What is?
It means vomit.
I've never heard that.
I have also never heard that.
I've never.
It's a Goliath thing.
Okay. Is it now?
All
I
right.
wolfed me Vicky's all over the corner.
That you did.
We should go back to the door.
Okay.
I thought I had a stroke.
Does this, can I like quickly read the spell to see if there's like anything that's needed to prepare the spell or anything that's...
It seems simple
Okay.
enough to cast, but it must be casted by a divine caster.
Okay.
If only we had one of those.
Yeah, it's sad. You guys only have.
We have
you
a
know.
barbarian and
Yep.
a wizard, a sorcerer, and
Cleric.
if only we had a cleric.
Only had a cleric.
Stuck here forever, I guess.
My calling.
Alright. What are you doing?
I think we should. I think we should go.
Back down the
Is there a
stairs.
door anywhere?
I'm gonna do a quick swoop through the statues to see if I notice anything else that I think is important before we leave this room. Not up. Okay.
The glowing has faded
Oh.
from the placards.
Cool.
No, I thought we were going to turn to stone. That's why I was super cautious
I know.
about this.
Oh, I was ready
I
for
super
them to
worried.
all come to life and attack
Yeah,
us.
that's-
Yeah, that's
Well, because she said broken ones.
This
so I
was
like,
actually helpful. It's amazing.
Okay.
But the fear that you felt was just as real. That's how horror
Indeed.
campaigns work.
Indeed.
All right. So I guess we should head back to the spooky door room
Mhm.
Mhm.
and
We have to go back through the
right.
scary.
I will lead, and I will put my lights out again to fend off the creature.
As we're
Okay.
going down the stairs, I kind of want to be in the middle of the group, and can I already start, like, working on that spell to cast on the group? Or is it just one person?
You are unable to figure out how to cast this.
Oh.
You have a knowledge of the arcane. You know that this is a spell, but it is a divine magic, and unless you have a god and have multi-classed in some sort of divine caster.
Oh, you then.
But he doesn't know it.
He already used his divine whatever too today.
Well, no. Basically, one needs to realize that they can use divine magic.
Well, I mean, he uses it all the time. So.
Well, I'm just gonna try and read it a lot and think about it as we're going down the stairs.
All right, you proceed down the stairs and back down into the solarium. You hear the movement in the foliage, but are able to, for the most part, fend off this thing with these dancing lights. It seems afraid of them. You proceed out of the foliage without finding out what that was.
Sweet.
Hey, that's good.
Perfect. Attacks creature with lights. Yeah, no.
Oh,
No.
God.
Yeah.
No.
And proceed into the library, where you have left the bookshelf open.
Going through here.
Into the secret room. Indeed.
Can I take a look at that book?
And you find that staircase from last time.
Here you go.
And I'm not looking at it or assuming the same thing that she assumed?
Yep.
Um,
You need a god.
right. Can I assume...
Or a faith of some kind.
Would I believe, seeing his magic over the past year, believe that he has some divine ability? Oh, yay. It's a 17 natural. Waiting for my thing to unlock.
Yes.
Okay, 18.
You do with that.
Take a look at this. See if it triggers
Something
anything.
about his relationship with his ancestors, as he calls it, seems special.
I think there's something special about you, and it's I've noticed it over the past years. Something great, grand, and wonderful. But take a look at this page. See if it recalls anything, and see if you think you might be able to figure it out. Knowing you and what you've been able to do in such strange instances, I think that you might be able to do it for us. Because you are a truly special barbarian. I do have a +3 to charisma, so.
So basically.
It's a +4, so, you know, tomato.
Baby Luke.
Okay.
Loot is happier than this character.
A lot happier.
Sure. Fine.
It's also the only time I've ever complimented you.
You look at the book. Roll religion.
Religion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprisingly bad at that.
Not true.
I mean, he does think he's a
Can I-
He
barbarian.
does think he's a barbarian.
That's a 7.
You don't know what he means.
God dang it. Should I help him try to read it? And because I, knowing Arcane, can fill him in on details.
Definitely.
Okay.
And Zalia, you can help too if you like.
I would.
In fact, all of your casters can. If you want to come out of giant bat form.
No, I want to stay in bat form.
Alright, bat
That's
form.
what happens. The curse of wild shape.
Yeah. I
Arcana,
thought it
right?
was so clever because I thought we were gonna fight the spider.
Actually, the two of you are also going to be rolling religion this time.
Okay, so 19 for Arcana. And not so great for religion.
Oh, so I'm supposed to roll both?
Was it both or just one?
No, just
No,
one.
just
Oh, okay,
for
then 19.
religion.
Okay.
Also 19.
Dope. Apparently we're better at gods than he is.
The two of you, though you do specialize in the arcane arts, are well read between the two of you. Her a little more so than you because sorcerers,
Yeah.
they're kind of the
We'll
jocks
figure-
of the magic world. You don't sell your souls like warlocks do, but you're just like, it comes naturally to me.
Yeah.
But you're able to help explain to him that this ritual is something that he can perform through the power of his ancestors.
It'd be the laughing stock of my tribe if they saw me casting a spell.
Yeah, you just say it like this.
It's not a spell. It's just things that you say and things you do that make other things happen.
Start reading this first line.
Okay. I guess I read the line again, or the book, the spell.
I am going to need a wisdom saving throw.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh boy.
Are we able to help him with this? Since we are helping him do the spell?
Nope, this is
Okay.
just going to be him.
14.
Cool.
Okay.
Give me another.
Oh, no.
Another one?
Another!
With this.
Oh,
Another
no!
one.
Oh no.
My ancestors. 15.
All right. Actually, that's fine. Give me another one.
Okay.
This is called a skill challenge.
Oh boy. I'm gonna fail that. Shit. That is 11.
Give me another one.
Can we give him my reroll? I don't know. Do I want to do that? No. I don't
Just
want
stand back and feel like my
Just
pickies are coming
Keep
up
your
again.
just in case.
16.
Okay. Give me one more.
This is the final straw.
That it is.
This is the final countdown.
Oh, that's better. 22.
You successfully cast whatever is in this book, and halos of light descend on you and your companions. You feel emboldened. And whatever fear you were feeling about this door previously seems to have dissipated. You feel better.
Well, that seemed to have worked.
I don't feel good. We just rush over to the same corner and
New things are scary sometimes.
I try and give him an encouraging pat on the back with my back wing.
It's like a sound.
There
like
it
Alright.
Well, you seem. Well, I guess you're in that form. Never mind. Who would like to go first?
I start flying up the
Oh
staircase.
well.
Follow right
Follow
behind.
up behind her.
You proceed up this staircase and to this door. You don't feel any of the fear that you felt before.
I'll open it, but I'm gonna gesture to Adira. Since you got the swords. Oh, right, yeah. The muscle. Yeah.
Open the door.
As you open the door, you see a room. And I have to draw it before I can describe it to you. Boy. It is a big room.
It's an impressive semicircle.
Mhm.
Grazie.
Truly.
I draw so many maps.
I mean,
It's crazy.
with their handwriting, I'm not surprised.
I know, right?
I draw a lot of maps for my players, my kiddos. All right. Inside of this room, a much less impressive circle.
So pretty.
It's better than Riley's circle.
Yeah. No, mine's great. Look, it's got lines in it for texture.
Wiggles in it.
Yeah. That way you know it's true.
I think that's where your character fell down. Right? You tripped before?
Oh.
Oh no, no. I'm gonna go back downstairs.
I walked straight into the center of it. I'm just kidding.
Looks safe.
Huh?
Looks safe.
She's not afraid of anything.
She's not stupid.
She's not, but she is always wanting to research and study things up close.
Okay, hang on.
circle got?
Oh,
Not the circle with a line through it. Anything about that.
All right.
That's your head.
Within this room. Go ahead and place yourselves at the top of the stairs, if you will.
Yeah.
That probably
Maybe
would
up here.
Near the front, up high.
Oh, up here. Yeah. So the two of us will be there.
and I'd be behind. Yeah, like that.
And yeah.
Flying ahead.
I don't know where
Yeah.
you are.
Like right
Yeah,
over,
I feel like
I'm
you'd
right
be-
over your heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could theoretically do this.
Within this room, you see a circle. Those of you who are casters notice that this is the source of this foul magic that you have been feeling throughout the house. It is awash with blood. The puddle of blood on the floor surrounds the circle, and then some. It is very plainly a ritual circle that has been used and does not appear to have been touched by time. This is the one room in the house where you are not seeing any dust. The blood appears to be coming from a figure standing in the center of the circle.
Oh no.
It is a figure that you recognize.
Oh no. That one is.
Oh, wait, no.
You guys are so great. It is a figure that you recognize from before. The woman in the fairly plain but older clothes with the mussed hair. But she is this time also awash with blood. Her clothes are soaked in it. She has spatters on her face, but she looks fine. The thing in her arms, however, is destroyed. She is cradling it as one would an infant.
No!
However, it is unrecognizable with the amount of gore that you can see. She appears to be sobbing over it. And her frame is racked with this sobbing until she jerks her head up at you, sees you, and it's plain that she is smiling. The smile seems wider than it should be, and it's plain that what she is shaking with is not sobs, but rather laughter. And she will look up at you and say, "Here you shall find your end, Azabul, who venture into this place." Roll initiative.
There was a window, right? Let's like note the fucking window. I will fit
There is a
through that.
window, it is round, and it is tiny.
I will chop my arms off.
Initiative is not my character's strong suit. She's like, I'm just gonna observe and study
Alright,
a
my
little
darlings,
bit. I keep rolling the same thing.
my babes.
Yeah, let's nope.
Let's not.
Go ahead and give me those initiative rolls, 25 to 20.
Oh, we're to have modifier. Nope.
Okay, 20 to 15.
15.
17.
Okay. Okay, 15 to 10. Ooh, babies. Okay, 10-5.
Out of a 6.
7.
The first time I rolled
Right.
above a 5.
You are able to decide between the two of you however you like who's going first.
I can go first if you want.
You can go first. It's fine.
Or you can go first if you know what you want to do.
Are you still a bat?
Yeah.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
Alright.
Not cowering in fear back there, are you?
No, you just. I'm observant. Marking the circle.
Belfon, you are going next.
Notes.
Reckon, it is your turn.
Hey, bugger.
Excuse me, Poppy. Excuse me. I'm gonna move to the center of the room and swing my mace at it and cast a guiding bolt.
Okay.
On my mace.
Go for it.
That would be great. Okay, that's a 21.
Okay. That will hit. Definitely.
Nice.
Ew.
What's that damage?
19.
What type of damage is this?
Mm-hmm. Radiant.
Okay.
I did not know that was radiant damage. I do not want to call attention to myself. I just wanted the advantage.
That's good. Good.
All right. With that, if that is your turn, bonus actions.
Nope. Just gonna hold my shield up.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. Agatha lets out a screeching wail that is just ear-piercing.
She's not. Oh fuck.
And actually, the three of you who are in the doorway are also going to have to make that save.
I don't want to.
You do not have to.
Oh, perfect.
You are far enough away that you're good.
Not very
18.
good.
Okay?
12.
Okay?
Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, it's still 12. Still 12.
It's a 5.
8.
Oof.
Okay, you had a 12-8.
That was 5.
5.
12.
8 and 5. Both of you drop to 0 HP. You are unconscious.
Oh my
That's bad shit. Don't like that.
The two of you who succeeded.
Nope. I might nope out of here.
Oh wait, can I do my reroll?
You can use your reroll. That's what they're for.
Use it.
Use it.
Okay, I'm using your die right now.
Freaking clutch.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh.
Bummer.
Three of you are at 0 HP. The rest of you are going to take 10 psychic damage.
I'm also down.
You are not going to take 10 psychic.
I'm also down.
Okay, you drop unconscious.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It's just the two of you.
You want to just leave?
At that point, it is Trav's turn. Because
I'm
Adira
down.
does not have it. Well,
Oh shit.
make me a death save, actually.
Oh,
Yep.
Shit, what did my
Okay.
character do?
Just a little now one.
I don't
Do you want to use this dice?
Wait, what does that mean?
That is a success. That means that you add a check mark to your 3 successes, 3 failures. Okay. Alright, Trav, it is your turn.
Better say that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
bitch!
Okay.
I
I'll stay. I rolled a d20 to see if I would stay. I rolled a nat 20.
You are blowing that? You're not using that on... okay.
No, that was
Alright.
a decision die.
Okay.
Ugh.
I use those for decisions.
Alright, well, what are you doing on your
Every
turn?
die has its own meaning.
That's true.
You
Okay.
can't get out of this house. Like, what are you gonna
You
do?
can't run. It's the end of a 2-shot.
I know. That's how the 2 shots gonna end. Is Tab running away,
Oh, you can't die. That's
chopping his arms off, hopping through that window, and noping the out
Is
of
that
here.
what you're doing?
No. Okay, so Trav looks around the corner, noticing everybody's like dead or unconscious, I guess.
Save us.
There's not much I can actually do. But casts Chromatic Orb
Okay.
as level 2, because, why not at this point?
Okay.
So what did I say that was? It's an attack roll. Yeah.
It is. Roll it.
Okay, sweet. Using that nat 20 was not horrible. So that is a 18.
That does hit.
All
Roll
right.
your damage. And tell me what type.
I know. I'm trying to think. I don't know what type is like good against flanking, so I'm just gonna do what my character would think. I need one more of these. 4d8 of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I guess if it's... Oh, that's poison. Okay, I was like, is that necrotic? Because I'm not going to do that. All right, we use lightning. Or
Okay.
shocked. I don't... It's got a lightning bolt.
Lightning.
Okay. 12, 13, and 15. Sorry. 17.
Cool. You hurl this chromatic orb at her. And I'm going to say that you have to step into the room to be able to do that. So we're just going to have you take a few squares forward, if you don't mind.
Oh, I don't want
You need a line of sight.
to. Okay.
Does he have to
There you go.
crawl
Yep,
over our
there's good.
bodies that are on the
I'll
ground?
just step over him.
He does step over them.
It's a 5-foot space.
You hurl this sphere, and it crackles with lightning as it heads toward her. It knocks her back. She comes back stronger. All right. Belfon.
Wait.
Oh,
I
do you have a
can
bonus
still do things like move again. I'm gonna.
That you can.
Nope. Right back to here.
Oh my gosh.
Belfon.
So I can't use flying speed. Is that the rules of Druid's Druid, friend?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, technically turning into a bat was
not allowed.
taboo, but for
Oh.
the sake of the 2 shots, it's fine.
So what speed would you like me to use then? Given that I wasn't
Use the bat
supposed to
fly
do it?
speed.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Then I will fly in and try and bite her.
Okay. Do it.
Okay.
Roll that damage. Or the
Great.
attack, rather.
The attack.
Oh no! Oh no!
Did you crit that?
TPK.
As you
Just
fly at her, she is going to dodge out of the way, but you in your bat form, you're not used to this form. You don't typically turn into a giant bat. And you fly past her, and you do actually make contact with the wall behind her.
Uh-huh.
You take 8 points of damage because you shatter that window. And the
Okay.
glass
Oh.
bites into your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can get out now.
Yeah, throw us out the window.
Hey.
Right?
Looking at this window that I just shattered,
It is smaller than the one in the last room. It's round.
all right.
Aw.
Just chop my head off and throw it there.
All right. Well, sorry. That's me.
All right, Ryken, make me a... Sorry, Zalia and Ryken both make me death saves.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
You are
17.
stabilized.
Oh,
Still
okay.
unconscious.
Oh, look at that.
Still at 0 HP. But no longer making death saves.
That's exciting.
17.
17 is your first success.
Hmm.
Nice. All right, that is going to make it her turn again. She's going to turn to this bat that just flew by behind her.
Behind
Is going to move to the bat.
And I'm on the ground now?
You are. Okay. She is going to move to you.
Everyone's down, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
will a 19 versus your AC hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't even leave us.
17 points of necrotic damage.
Why not?
Oh, okay. Does that seep into, like, once I break wild shape?
Mhm.
Okay.
Shit.
All right. Okay.
Are you still alive?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
That is her turn. Adira, make your next death save.
Oh my god.
Dude, where?
Oh, that's like 10.
10 is going to be your first fail. All right, Trev, your turn.
I don't wanna.
We have no choice.
I know. Run away again. Okay. So. Unamas. Crab, terrified. Comes back up the stairs.
Okay.
Wait, can I do?
You did see Belfon take off into this room.
And now coming back up the stairs, I see actually where Belfon is.
As you walk into the room, you see Agatha bent over Belfon's now returned to her furbolg body on the ground, just reaching out a hand.
I'm not unconscious.
Nope.
Okay.
Just from.
All right, chromatic orb again.
Okay.
Just level.
Roll that spell attack.
Wait, I can't go back. There we go. All right. is not it.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
And I did use my healing potion, I think. Pretty sure. So yeah, I can't do that.
Do we have healing potions?
We all
You
had
did.
one.
One? Okay.
Did you use yours? It was like forever ago. Did everyone else? I would have seen them use it, right? I can assume.
At this point,
I'm pretty sure I did because I've been unconscious before.
the two of you have used yours. Belfon, I think you administered yours to...
Yes, you saved me the first
Zoya.
time.
Gotcha.
Did you use yours?
But I definitely used mine prior to
You
that.
did, yes.
Okay.
Because I don't have any healing spells.
As my bonus action, can I try to search her body for her healing potion?
Yeah, roll me investigation.
Okay.
I'm gonna search my body. Rude.
You're like unconscious. You don't. I don't find anything. I'm too
What'd you
timid.
roll?
A 2.
Well,
Plus
Yeah.
1, so 3.
No, you do not.
See,
You assume
I
that
was
if you
cautious.
work for a little longer, you might find something, but
Okay.
not so far. Belfon. Sorry, Zelia, make me your next death save.
I thought I didn't have to because I rolled a natural 20.
Oh no, you don't. That's right. Belfon.
Okay,
Just
as a bonus action, I want to turn invisible for a nice hidden step.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna try and get away from her invisibly.
Sure.
So, I'm gonna use as much movement as I can after that to get back towards my group.
Okay, where are you going?
I guess I have half movement because I had to get up from prone, or do I have
Yes.
full movement? Okay. I think that's about as far as I can get.
Yep.
Okay.
As you turn invisible and get up to go, her head follows you.
Oh shit.
That's
Okay.
scary.
Invisibility always works.
I know. It's so useful. All right.
Exactly.
So that was my bonus action and movement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. There's so many touch spells, apparently.
You should touch us all alive.
Have I seen our barbarian cleric ever use healing word?
I said sorry
You did. Okay.
and healed
That's
her.
what I thought.
Oh yeah.
I thought you did.
That one time.
Yeah. Okay.
When you whacked her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you did. I just couldn't remember.
Okay, all I can really do, so she followed my movement. So I don't think that I'm hidden. I don't think this will do much, but I will turn and try and use a poison spray on her.
Okay.
Do it.
Which is a con save for her.
Okay.
Can I use my? Let me read it again. No, it's when I cast. Never mind.
You use this poison spray, and it jettisons out of your hand toward her, but it seems to fall through her.
Okay. I figured.
It's gonna be your turn.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right, Ryken, roll me a death save. My dude. You have one success currently.
16.
That is another success. Nice. All right, that is going to make it her turn. She is going to follow you to where you are and is going to reach out and try and touch you again.
Reach out, touch you.
Oh, that one's going to be an 18 to hit
Yeah, it'll hit.
versus AC.
I'm going down.
TPK.
Wow,
Run
I'm
away.
rolling high for damage. I am so sorry.
It's all up
guys.
to you. It's literally all up to
Okay,
you.
14 damage.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. All right,
This is awkward.
Adira, go ahead and make me your next death save. You've made 2 so far. They've both been successes. Or
Well,
no,
one
one
was a
success,
fail.
one fail.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, no.
failed 4.
All right, that is your second fail.
Pum, pum, pum.
All right, Trev.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
Bad today.
No, my
No,
bonus
sir,
action.
please,
I will search again.
All right, search for that healing potion.
All right, 14, 15.
15, you find it.
Okay, I grab it,
Who are you
I-
administering that to?
look into her eyes, and say sorry. And I run over to I'm forgetting your character's name.
It's okay.
But I run over to
Riken.
and I administer the potion to him.
All right, Riken, you return to 10 HP.
10? Whoa!
Nice.
Would that all just be my bonus and free, or did that seep into my action?
Administering that potion will be your action.
Okay. Okay. I will. Yeah. No. Yep. Turn's over.
Good turn though. All right.
Oh wait. Can I use the rest of my movement to help him up?
Yes, you can.
Cool. I do that.
All right, you do so. He is standing. Belfon should be down though.
Is that as far as you made it toward us?
And she should be beside Belfon.
Right there.
Yep. All right.
14 on the death save.
That is a pass. All right, Riken, you are up. What are you doing? Crying is a free action.
I'm just like lost. Like I just woke up from a really good nap. So I like run the direction that I think that the door is in.
Okay.
Oh god, I can't reach. I'm just gonna run this way. I was like, oh god, help me. And I'm gonna do prayer of healing. Which is a thing.
Mm-hmm. On whom?
On I think it's a.
Oh, it's a burst. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
that's
up
an
to
AoE.
6 creatures. Yeah.
Okay.
Much.
Is Belfon within range for that?
I think so.
How many feet is it?
30 feet.
I will let you move. No, she is. Yep. Good.
Okay, good. Please roll my. That's okay. 13 points.
All right, you are
Everybody.
all restored to
Much like
15
my full
points of
health.
HP.
I am over by full. Yeah, I'm at max. Perfect.
Awesome.
Clutch.
Oh yeah, 13.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, that's
The
my
wizard
max.
is probably a max too. Yeah, I was gonna say.
My max health.
Yeah, my max is 17.
All right, let's try this shit again. Everybody go.
Yes, okay.
See, this is why I rolled my nat 20 and let me stay.
All right.
I rolled a nat 20 to keep myself alive.
Belfon, you are still on the ground, and as you come back to consciousness, you see her reaching down, still with this smile that seems stretched too wide to touch you. Oh my gosh, it's higher. Okay, that's gonna hit. It is a raw 17.
Sorry.
But lower on the damage.
Oh.
Only 13 damage this time.
I'm unconscious again. That's exactly the healing I just got.
Oh, that's true. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Adira, it is your turn.
Okay.
You have a healing potion on your person that you have not. Oh no, you don't.
You took
Yeah.
it from
Because
me.
he took it.
I don't
Sorry.
know that though.
You were unconscious. You don't know. You're gonna go reach for it.
I'm gonna reach for it.
You are able to stand up with half of your move action.
Okay.
And you see across the room this disgusting figure reaching down and touching Belfon.
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
Clutch.
And I'm gonna really try to hit.
Get her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna do my best here.
You get it.
Fuck her up.
That's the plan. Oh, crit.
No.
Hero!
Okay.
You're
Good.
pissed
Here
off.
we go.
Okay.
We're
Super
moving
pissed.
now. Yeah.
Roll the damage for that crossbow. What's her crossbow? D10?
D8.
A D8. All right, roll that D8.
Okay, which one is it? This one?
No, that's a 10.
Okay. Lies. Okay.
It looks like a cube, but a little squished.
The
Here
one
it
with
is.
the 20 on it.
Little squish.
So you get max damage plus that. So 8
9.
plus 4.
Oh wait.
And then what's her modifier?
So 12
3.
plus
For that mod.
3. Yeah, 12 plus so 15 damage
Nice.
on that.
All right.
On attack 1.
15 damage, and you have another attack.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Do it again.
reload. That.
You will not have a third because
Oh,
we're not
God.
dual wielding, but
Oh wait, no,
Okay.
that's not
Okay.
you have another attack.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's 13.
Just can't shoot it from lying down.
13.
She's got that angle.
13 hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Clutch.
Oh, max damage?
Yeah,
Eight.
another
8 plus 3.
9 plus
Plus
11
3.
damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Good job.
Damage. Solid.
Good.
Good
That's some
comeback.
damage. Okay.
That is some damage.
Good job.
All right, Trab. Back to you.
Okay. Trav like lets a little bit of a smile, seeing all of his party come back to life.
Always smart to heal the cleric.
Yep. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Wait,
Or barbarian, sorry.
Barbarian. That's why I was like, wait, I've seen him heal, right? I've seen the cleric be a cleric,
That's
right?
yeah. He is the cleric
He's done cleric
of our
things,
party,
right?
so
Okay, so
he's the very religious barbarian of our party.
oh shit. I am low on spells, so I'm gonna save that one and not use it. I'm gonna do a firebolt. I'm gonna fire a firebolt, which
Okay. Cantrip.
Yep. No, it doesn't hit. 7 plus my spellcasting modifier, right? Which would be 10.
Does not hit.
Cool.
Is it an attack? Okay.
You roll a motor fireball. Yeah, you make a spell a
attack.
ranged spell attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
Ball has a save. Firebolt is a spell attack.
So I come over and I use the rest of my movement to help our poor little wizard up.
All right, you help up the wizard.
Thank you. I needed that so bad.
All right.
And that wasn't me moving, it was me moving.
Is it my
And
turn?
Zalia, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Like here.
Dang, girl. Okay.
Yeah. Because I need to be within 30 feet. And I definitely was not gonna make it. And I'm going to cast Witch's Bolt at 2nd level.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Wreck
So hopefully I don't do terrible. That's not in the box. I don't want to use
Roll in
this.
the box.
Why am I rolling outside of the box? Okay, that was a little better.
Good.
Do I add something to this?
Yes, your casting mod. So.
Oh, okay. 20, not natural.
No.
Nice, that hits.
Okay, then I roll 3d12.
What?
Whoa.
It broke.
Is Witch Bolt force damage?
It is lightning.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a blue arc of lightning.
Gotcha.
Clutch.
Oh my goodness, why I'm so frazzled now.
D12.
Yes, thank you.
I feel like that's me every time I roll a dice. I don't roll often.
I never roll this. Ah, dang. Okay, well. That will be 17.
Oh dang, that's still a good amount of damage.
All right.
I rolled a 1-on-1.
That is
so
so
it makes me
solid.
sad.
Yeah, still solid damage.
And then I don't know if I want to do anything for my bonus. I don't think I can do anything for my bonus action. I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay.
That was my thing.
Belfon, make me your second death save, please.
Belfon.
It's really my first death save because I was awake
Oh, that's
and
true.
then
You
back
were,
to
you
sleep.
were brought back.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
12.
Back to life. A 12 is passed. All right, Riken, your turn again, my dude.
I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna gather myself and start running toward the evil lady.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Belfon on the way. Say, get up, get up, get up, get up. And do a healing word.
Okay. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
6. It's only 6.
Thanks,
Oh,
buddy.
it's-
You come back with 6 HP.
Better than death.
And then I'm gonna take a good swing at Agatha.
Okay. If you would please move your cleric up to where he can take a good swing.
It's gonna be like here or something like that.
Sorry.
I think
It is really hard to lay that mini prone because of its cape.
Yeah.
can't fall
There's
down.
like
Majestically
the
prone.
cape is still there, yeah.
Face down on the ground instead of back up.
There's
That's
like
only,
ways. I'm on like a
What's
heating
that
bed.
roll?
Only 13.
Thirteen
Built in
hits.
your back.
It does it?
It does it.
Cool.
You have a loot scape.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Loot
Oh my goodness, what is it with us not being able to roll dice
There we go.
today?
I'll
I
roll that one there.
don't
I've been rolling.
9.
I never roll
9
dice.
damage.
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna always roll in this table because I've been rolling clutch today for most of my stuff. Rolled several nat 20s.
All right.
Has
With
it been the
that-
same dice?
Yes.
Agatha
I'm like
is going
that
to
dice forever.
turn to stare at this cleric.
That's right.
Reach out. Put her hand over your face.
Oh no!
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Does a 22 hit.
It does hit.
What? How? How does that hit?
This still has like an 18
18.
DC
I'm kidding, I know.
God.
for a level 3.
I know. It's,
18 AC.
you're brutal.
13 damage.
How
He's
much?
got like plate armor.
13
at
damage.
I'm gonna do
There's some really
Wrath
high
of the
AC.
Storm.
Okay. What does that do? Tell me.
If a creature within 5 feet hits me with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause 2d8 lightning damage.
Yeah, boy.
It has to
Yeah.
make a dex saving throw, though.
Roll
So-
it. Let's see if she passes. It's a 13.
Oh, that means it, so she passes.
Oh.
But I still gotta do half
Half damage?
damage.
Yeah.
What? Oh, that's good. 7.
All right.
Nice.
Solid. All right. Dira,
Okay.
it is your turn.
I'm liking the distance right now.
I'm
I'm still really collecting myself. So
I
I'm
would
gonna
really
try
want to
to.
get close to her either.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, I'm freaked out, but I'm still crushing it. So, so I'm gonna go ahead and
figuratively.
Roll that first attack.
crossbow.
Get that bolt.
18.
Nice.
18 does hit. Roll me your
Before
damage.
modifiers. Just so you know.
It definitely hits.
Oh gosh. So 4. It's not very good.
Plus that 3 mod.
Yeah, with the.
Yeah.
All right.
Not a very good one.
You deal that damage.
And then you get a
Let's do
Next
it
attack.
again. 14.
Also hits.
Clutch.
7.
How do you want to do it?
Oh!
Chill
Nice.
shot.
You know,
For-
so I do a little roll across. You know, load it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clutch.
The first bolt that you send at her, she is looking at your cleric. She still has her hand on his face. It hits her in the shoulder, and she turns to look at you just in time for the second bolt to hit her right between the eyes.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
immediately disperses, falls out of existence. This thing that was in her arms hits the floor with a wet thump. And before you, the muscle and skin and other tissue dissolves from it until it is just bone. And the bone also disintegrates and blows away on this strange wind that seems to have pulled her out of existence.
I thought the baby was gonna come to life now.
You know,
No.
fight an infant child.
She's dark,
Now.
but it's
Has like a run speed of like 60.
Complete the sacrifice. I don't know.
You hear in your minds Agatha's voice. It wasn't my fault. None of it was my fault. And then nothing.
You guys want to grab beer?
I vote we hop out the window.
What's
I'm gonna walk
happening
over
with the
to-
symbol on the floor?
It is fading, but it appears to have been carved into the floor the same way that you've seen things carved into the walls, doors.
I'd like to look
We're gonna
around
help you up.
to see if we can find a key or anything like that that we think would unlock the front door.
I'm going to say that you don't find anything.
Okay.
But after a while, you proceed back down the stairs to the front doors and find them open.
Let's get the hell out
GG.
of here. The other word I was going to say.
I'm just gonna forget about the hole in the yard next
You
to
are
the
allowed to
fallback
say
in.
fuck
Let's
on
get the
Twitch.
fuck out of here.
You guys
They
did
should really
so
consider burning
well.
this place down once we leave.
I stand out there for 20 minutes
my.
casting
We'll
all
both-
fire magic.
We'll just take
like,
turns shooting
just light the
firebolts in the
torches.
house.
I was so
just
afraid
burning that.
that we were all gonna die in that last fight.
As we burn the house down, we hear the cries of the spider from inside.
Yeah, really.
If
The
he
shrieking.
didn't heal him, would we all just have been probably dead?
Probably.
Yeah.
I would say probably, yes.
Yeah.
There was, when I asked you who you were going to heal,
Yeah.
there was a correct answer.
Right.
That's why I asked before. I was like, do I know that you can heal? Because I couldn't remember. I was like, shit, do I know that he's actually a cleric?
You guys did so well. The last time I ran this campaign, people died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You did super. You did
You
in
did
kill, first
awesome.
D&D game,
First
and
D&D
first
game.
and kill.
Yeah.
Kill
Kill
shot.
big boss.
Yes.
What's up,
Two
girl?
crits.
Yeah.
That was
And 2
powerful.
kill shots.
I felt it.
The dice were good this game.
All right, well, thank you for joining us for this second session of our creepy one-shot. Well, 2-shot. I will not be back next week as your DM. I am going to be sitting in one of these chairs as Samaria when we continue with our Shadows of Zephyrs campaign.
So
Yes, I miss Loot. I want to bring Loot back.
Right?
Man, I miss everyone.
I know.
It's only been 2 weeks.
I
and I'm
miss
like,
our
"Oh, my
characters.
babies."
I wonder how they're doing.
Had a dream.
Okay. I miss
not well,
spamming your
dude.
chat. That's what I
Samaria's been
miss.
at 1 HP for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So
Damn.
join us next week. It'll be same time, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yep.
Yeah, we will be here at 5 p.m. Eastern time, getting ready to start a brand new arc. So if you've never watched us before, great time to jump in. If you've been watching up until this point, I don't see why you would stop. Because
Yeah.
join me in chat.
We'll
Yep.
see you there.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. We will see you next week. And Wednesday on our Insight Chat
Yes.
stream.
Yep.
So ask us all the questions.
Debrief you guys a little bit on the trauma you've just experienced over the
Indeed.
past 2 weeks.
Yeah. The fear,
That is
terror.
Wednesday at 7:30. All
All
right.
right. Bye.
Bye.